said.
I was just as shocked as you guys when it came out of my mouth.
You didn't look shocked,
Listen,
though. You kind of
hey,
just dropped
asshole,
it normally.
I didn't write it. Okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Section 10 podcast. Here are your hosts, Jared Carabas, Coley Mick, Steve Peralt, and Tyler Milliken.
What's up? Welcome back to the Section 10 podcast, episode 609, presented by Kalshi. It is the home of your 6-9, tied for last place, Boston Red Sox. My name is Jared Carabas, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Coley Mick, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Tyler Milliken, and he killed his dog bullet, and you can't teach that. Bada boom. Realest guys in the room. Steve, how you doing?
Ooh, what up, Section 10 in the building.
In the mother fucking building. Brewed by Blue Moon.
Suck one.
Produced by Mikey Eamon and Jeremy 2K Bagzewski.
Greetings, baseball brethren.
Wow. You know what? Let's keep the good times rolling. Because the Red Sox have won another series. It's back-to-back series that the Red Sox are victorious. 2 out of 3 against the Brew Crew. 2 out of 3 against the Cardinals. 4 out of 5 out of their last 5 games. They've caught the Toronto Blue Jays in the American League East. One more time. I guess one more time. Things are tightening up in the division. The New York Yankees have lost 5 straight games. As you've done your work, 4 out of 5. The Yankees have lost 5 straight games. They started off 7-1. Now they're 8-7. Bunch of bums. You got a 3-way tie at the top of the division. You know how many games back of first place the Red Sox are right now, T?
How many?
2.
Oh!
Yeah, the Red Sox started the season 2-8, right?
Sadly.
Did it get to 2-9?
2-8.
No.
The worst it was 2-8. I mean, that's pretty bad. Yeah, right. The Boston Red Sox. And again, this is. I feel like we're just reliving Section 10. Merch.com, patreon.com/Section 10 podcast. Thank you for all the support. We love you guys. I feel like we're getting back to last year when it was like, all right, guys, don't look at the record. I know it's not great. You got to look at how many games back they are. And it sounds like a cope. It's not. That number, how many games back are the Boston Red Sox, is infinitely more important than how many games they've won and how many games they've lost. Of course, you want to win as many games as you possibly can. That's how you get into the postseason. That's how you win the division. And I'm not even saying like I'm focused on the division right now. I simply just want to get back to the postseason and see what happens, because this whole pitching and defense thing, is we'll get into it. The starting pitching is turning a corner. It's not just a series against the Brewers where you're like, oh, those are your 2 best starters. Of course you've turned a corner. Those are the guys that should be winning baseball games. Well, neither of those guys pitched in this series against the St. Louis Cardinals, who are off to a good start. I mean, it's not, I don't think a lot of people thought the Cardinals would be super great this year, but the Cardinals, they got off to a good start, and you took another series here. So this team, as Alex Cora has told us, will be built on the back of pitching and defense, and they've been playing better defense, and they've been pitching better, and look at, they're winning more baseball games. Tyler, I saw you had a pinky up.
Yeah, so if the Red Sox end up winning the first game against the Twins, they'll be 7-9 through 16 games. Last year, that's what their record was through 16 games.
Not bad.
Not bad, right? I still think that there are, not to switch it back to negative, I still think that there are cause for concern. Obviously, last year's team, when they got to 7-9, they had Alex Bregman and Rafael Devers on the team. And right now,
and guys coming too.
yeah, help was on the way, and they already had some guys. I listened to the discussion that you had with Tony Maz on Friday, T, on the Baseball Hour on 98.5 The fucking Sports Hub, and Tony had a great point. He asked you a simple question of, what do teams need to win a World Series, be good, be a contender, what have you. And he was trying to lead you to, I think that you need 2 starting pitchers that are good, and you need 2 middle of the order bats that are good. I don't know that the Red Sox have the offensive part. I think they have the pitching part. I think Roman is supposed to be that guy. It's hot and cold. I think it's an unfair expectation to put on him that he's supposed to be that guy this year. He's 21. He'll be 22 in this summer, I think. But if Willson Contreras, who we'll get to in this episode, if Willson Contreras is supposed to be one of those 2 guys, I think that's a little crazy. I think that the roster construction is going to be something that we talk about for the entire year. There's not a point that we will have during this entire season where we're like, you know what? Maybe we were wrong about how this roster was put together. No, I think you can fall ass backwards into a good offense or a good season, but I don't think that this roster was constructed in a way where it's like, yeah, no, they actually did a good job and we were wrong and they're smarter than us. No, it's very flawed. And again, we'll get to it, but yeah.
Well, you said like the games back is more important than the record. And I don't even fully agree with that. It's like, what product are they putting on the field is how I'm viewing.
Well, now you're talking entertainment.
No, not even. It's like, all right, can we write off some of the stuff we're seeing early? Like I thought Ron Suárez, who we'll get to. It's like, I'm not going to judge this guy's entire career off the first 2 starts into a 5-year contract. Like that feels like we're doing a bit too much. And then it's like Caleb Durbin. It's like, all right, yeah, we knew kind of this guy couldn't hit. He likes to get hit by pitches, but the defense is shaky. I need the defense to bounce back so that I can look at you more like, all right, what are you really bringing to the table? Not the entertainment part, but like, is the play on the field actually matching the record? Because it was for the first 2-3 series. Like it was that bad in every facet. It was matching the record perfectly. Now you win a couple of series here. Attitude seems to change. Defense is a little bit better. Pitching's a lot better. And it's like, okay, yeah, now this is starting to all line up and make a better picture.
I think the thing you get nervous about is the home run stuff, where Willson Contreras, it's awesome to see him homer again today. He homered on Monday. That was it for the Red Sox this week. Like they are 28th in baseball in home runs
2
right now.
dingers all week.
2. That's it. And like it was awesome when he hit them, and you saw the last couple nights
One
those
of them
rallies.
counted.
Yeah, with a lot of singles and those different things. But what happens if he goes cold? Like where else are those homers coming from? And you hope you're going to be mediocre in that sense, but it's hard to be an offense that not only wins in the postseason where we know home runs matter, but even the course of 162, if your lineup's inconsistent, power will bail you out when you can't get hits with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that's basically the point I'm trying to get to. Is I agree with Alex Cora. If the team pitches and plays good defense, they're going to win games. They've been winning games when that's been happening. Yes, but not to get a little selfish, but if the Red Sox start to make up some ground here in the postseason picture and they become the team that we think that they can be, but I think when we say the team that they can be, we're still talking about a team that's flawed offensively. That's just, I think this series against the Cardinals, we're just, in the last 2 series, we are seeing the team that they are meant to be. If they pitch well and play defense, they will win games. They're not going to slug you to death. I know today they had 12 hits, 9 runs. That's great. They tied the season high from I believe, opening day was the 12 hits. And then the 9 runs, they broke the season high from a game prior where they scored 7 for the first time all year. This is a team that I think when we get into it and we talk about who's capable of driving in runs, sure, there's plenty of guys that could drive in 85, 90, 100. I'm actually going to borrow a take from Steve. I still think RBI is a very valuable stat. I like to look at it. I feel like that's something that the stat nerds have taken away from us, where they're like, oh, RBI, like who cares about that? It's like, you don't think that it's important to drive in runs? Isn't that the whole point of the game, is to score more runs than the other team? But all that to say, I feel much better. I feel relieved. Still get your work cut out for you. You still are 6-9, and where are they in terms of the worst record in baseball?
I think they're ahead of about 3 or 4 teams. After they lost the series opener, they were the worst team in baseball.
Yeah.
So
Astros, Rockies, White Sox, Giants are the only teams that are worse than the Red Sox right now. But it's still so early that the Red Sox are 25th in the league in winning percentage, but they're only 5 games back of the team with the best record. So it's still early. It's still early. But there are some things that I liked about this series that the Red Sox won. There are some things that we are going to maybe be a little nitpicky. You know, it's not all sunshine and roses here on Section 10, as you know, some people might point out, and that's okay. That's okay. Something that I did want to.
That might be the hardest pivot out of a positivity horn I think we've ever had.
I agree. 100%.
No. It's positive. You've won back to back.
Yeah.
It's fair. I think it's
You've
right.
won back to back series.
I'm not
positive,
saying right or wrong.
perspective wise.
I'm just saying like
good, but like let's not be popping bottles when you're 6-9. Okay.
I'm not asking to pop bottles. It's like they went 4-2, and it was like, let's not forget these guys blow. Like that was.
These guys aren't great. We do need to.
They don't even
that.
know what a homer is. Okay.
That's they've won. They've won 4 out of 5. They've won 4 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
But let's remember, none of them are capable of hitting home runs. None of them.
That is true. That is true. Especially the guys that have played here before. You need a new guy that played for the team they just played to hit all your home runs.
We got to wake Roman up.
Yeah, the Cardinals technically hit 100% of the home runs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jordan Walker,
essentially
100% of the home runs. Yeah. Before we get into all that, did want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Kalshi. And by the way, we will be talking about the American League East odds because that's obviously I think it's something that a lot of fans listening this morning are probably like, wait a second, they're 2 games back of first place. How the fuck did that happen? Well, we'll talk about it, and we'll talk about what the Red Sox chances are of getting in the mix there. But before I dive into that, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Kalshi, the largest prediction market in the United States. Kalshi offers or allows you to trade and win real money on events like sports and entertainment. Let's make one thing clear. Kalshi is not a sports book. On Kalshi, you are not playing against the house. You are trading head-to-head against other people. Kalshi just runs the marketplace. This makes Kalshi an exchange. That means that they do not profit when you lose. The lines are not set by them. The lines move based on where the money goes. Public opinion is what sets the line, not some algorithm working against you. Kalshi is not regulated by states. Instead, it is CFTC approved, meaning that it is a federally regulated exchange, and that's why it is available across the United States. If you want to try for yourself, Kalshi will give you $20 when you trade $20 if you use our promo code, which is Section 10 when you sign up. So check out Kalshi today. Shout them out. Okay, some show updates before we get into the notebook. I put a call out to everyone because I think Coley thought that the Klark's Ketchup theme song was going to get us demonetized. Boy, was he wrong. It was the Taiku music. So the Taiku music is new. It is fan submitted by a listener by the name of Mike Burke. Shout him out. He has created new Taiku music. We're going to give it a whirl. I think we got a lot of submissions, so there's a chance that we not rotate, but we try some on and see how they smell and taste and feel before we are like, that's the one. I do feel very strongly about this one out of the submissions that we got.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, no, because you need to, it's like a dancing partner. Like you need to kind of like feel the rhythm and
I need the beat. I need to find the flow.
Yeah.
It took me a long time with the old haiku.
I understand
music
that, and this is not going to be easy for you, T, because I know that you, it takes you some time with stuff.
What do you mean by that?
I just mean, I don't know. You don't want me to elaborate. Just take that.
Do you think I was the last kid who finished his tests in school? Do you think I was one of those kids? I was that kid every single time.
I was too. Shout out to you. I was too. Yep. I took a lot of time.
I was always very fast because I just didn't give a fuck. I was just like, you know what? Fuck this. And then just whatever. Like, I played the odds. You know, I would take a test and be like, there's no way if I just guess every single answer that I won't.
Maybe the answer's fuck this week.
Yeah.
See, the teacher would never give you extra points. When you're the last kid and they see your grind and they're like, hey, man, best effort out there. This kid really left it all out on the field. I feel like it gets you a little more.
No, it doesn't.
Especially open-ended questions.
Yeah, no, it usually gets you moved to like the lower classes.
Oh, the ones that had like paragraph answers, T did a whole novel.
Oh,
it's like just
I
wrap
was known
this shit
for that.
Up.
I was known
Dude
for
was
that.
a big
I would
right
write
on the back
until
guy.
Yup.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
test.
He went back of the page.
Arrow,
every time.
other
There's no doubt.
side. Yeah, you were an other side
Yeah,
guy.
the teacher's
It
like,
worked.
Jesus Christ, this guy again.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. No, what was I talking about before that?
Shout out Matt
know.
Burke.
Shout out Mike Burke.
Oh, yeah, M Beats.
Yeah. Shout out Mike Burke for the new Taiku music. I've enlisted the help of my buddy Tommy, who is a musician. I was like, I gave him, I picked one of his songs and I was like, this vibe, but it's for the Notebook. Here's what the Notebook is. And he's like, I'm going to get in the studio tonight. I was going to originally ask him to do Down on the Farm, but like he's, in addition to being one of my best friends, I really do enjoy his music, and I was like, I want more people to hear that. You know, Down on the Farm, it's on the Patreon. Download, rate, subscribe, check us out. It's on the Ketchup crew. It's T and Coley doing the Red Sox Prospect Show, and I did recall Steve said that he was going to have Dan Peral ask his friend who won a Grammy to do the Down on the Farm song, which was about a year and a
Nominated
half
for
ago.
a Grammy.
Nominated,
Nominated
blown out.
and lost.
Yeah.
He did say that. Like it's been like a year and a half since they've been working on that track.
Like
so,
2 years.
So I didn't want to just like step on any toes. The other song. Oh, we have a new Stop and Shop Look Ahead song, T. Right?
I'm very nervous. This is a world premiere. I almost leaked it in the Discord chat today because I did want feedback. I didn't even really
loved
want
it.
you to hear it, Jared.
I
but you think it's good?
I listened to it and it got an
really? I was kind of hoping we would hear it for the first time.
Makes me more nervous.
it got an LOL out of me.
There's a lot of callbacks to the original one in it, but there's also a new flair that I think fits what we do on here.
I like it. Yeah. So
And you're 100% sure, T, that there's no copyright issues here?
Listen,
he paid
we
$40
cold, hard
for
cash.
licensed music.
Okay.
Wait,
We bought the beat. The beat belongs to us.
How
Jared?
How does YouTube know that we own that music?
I put Section 10 Podcasts as the owners.
All right.
I still feel like
All right,
We'll
that
find
will-
out.
we'll definitely find
I
out.
have the
plan.
licensing agreement.
Yeah.
T paid $40.
We're very much in that trial and error phase right now, so we'll see.
We got to hire a
It
beat
goes
guy,
hard.
I think.
Yeah.
I just don't think people understood the vision I was going for with the beat. So I was getting a lot of like boom bat, like some of the slower stuff. I was looking for like that rage, like Playboy Cardi type of vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
Ken Carson, like
Yeah,
something
same,
like
brother.
that.
Yeah. So I think every song is good for now. Until
Clark's Ketchup Series MVP. We got multiple submissions for that.
Scooter Braun's going to own this show by 8 a.m. tomorrow.
yeah. Oh yeah, we have new voting music too, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
See that. Yeah, that's my
whoop,
concern
whoop, the
is
door.
that the Taiku music I got on YouTube from a royalty-free music page, and then they came for us. So
Well, when you
They added
read like the
royalties, brother.
description, they put in there, they're like, you have to credit me in the description. You have to do all this shit. And like, we're not going to put someone in the description of every single podcast for that.
Nah.
Or in the title.
nah,
Definitely not in the title. I don't think anyone's
Maybe the
asking for that,
description's
but
not
that's
that crazy.
literally how it works in every medium pre-internet. I don't know why we're too good to do that. If that's all they want, that doesn't seem like a huge ask.
We got new music. That's all. We're going to be okay.
yeah, yeah. See, like
See, it's a very musical show.
it really
Yeah.
people don't like people say that Section 10's a sitcom. It's really a musical.
It's a musical. This whole thing. Honestly, you going through the list reminded me how many songs we have. I'm like, oh, we got like 1 or 2, right? No, we have like 10 songs
Yeah.
that we play throughout the course of this program.
yeah,
We'll pause for our 5th song of the show.
yeah. Yeah, there's the positivity horn. There's Taiku music. There's voting music. There's a Clark's
the
Ketchup
intro.
Series MVP.
Is that the Red Sox show?
Oh yeah,
They
there's
just play songs
the
whole time?
organ for the intro that we brought back. There's the suspension music. There's the weather look ahead song, and there's the stop and shop look ahead, and there's about to be a notebook song.
Yeah,
Thank Christ.
I know this is a separate thing, but the Clean 40 song might be my favorite of them
Clean
all,
40
too.
song as
So,
well.
Oh, don't. Oh, did I get banned from Clean 40? What happened with that?
No, you know when it is.
What do you mean?
I don't know when it is.
Episode 2, I did not know when it was, as a matter of fact.
When is it?
I don't know.
It's not at the same time every week. We're figuring that
Yeah, we're
out.
working through it.
Yeah.
My phone must have been off on Friday.
That's Steve's fault.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Did it happen?
I did
while
hear
was
he
at
was
work?
bad at inviting people.
Yeah, I was
places
just about
this
to say,
weekend.
speaking of Friday.
Oh, yeah. We'll get into that.
Let's get into it now.
We should get into it right now. Can I lead this, please?
No. So here's what
Please,
happened.
Steve.
Here's what happened, right? So Friday night,
like this, Steve.
last episode, we were like,
Tyler.
Thank you, Steve. Go.
No, that's not how that works.
No, that's definitely. Wait.
did you
real
just
quick.
stop me
Steve?
to tell Coley?
Steve had his up first, technically.
Okay, I'm Coley.
Jared, go.
Fuck.
Tyler, did you just use your finger privileges to redirect Steve to cut me off?
No. You were definitely batting leadoff in this conversation, but I thought Steve was going to step in with some important pre-context to whatever you were going to say.
I was just setting the scene,
No, it's-
is all.
Yeah, it's better if Jared sets the scene. So, Jared.
Fuck you, Steve.
Whoa, hey.
Sorry.
I might change what I'm about to say
Wow.
here.
Never
Who's gonna
mind.
be
Never
fine?
mind.
Wow.
I'm on edge.
I said we should go to Yard House on Friday, right? On the show.
Mm-hmm.
Steve got really excited
did.
for it. Coley is in Maine. And T, I was like, I know you got the baseball hour, but would love if you came. So we go. Well, first Mikey and Bagzewski and Steve came to my house. And, you know, we were going through some equipment, stuff like that, and just talking shop. And then we went over there. We like waited to go a little bit later because we were like, yeah, T's doing baseball hour until 7. We go to Yard House, and we're outside. It's a 45-minute wait because obviously who doesn't want to go to the Yard House on a Friday? 45-minute wait. So we're out there, and, you know, I text T. Let me pull up the text messages to absolve me of any blame of this.
I got mine ready.
Yeah, this is...
These court documents. Do we have any court music we can play?
I feel like there needs to be a penalty. Jared leaked these texts without even an
I don't
ask.
give a fuck.
Nah, I was on the Patreon. The Patreon, everyone is in our phones if they're on the
Yeah.
Patreon. If you're subscribing,
I
every
wouldn't
month-
leak me and Steve's messages out of respect.
I mean,
I didn't do it either.
First of all, when I went into the Patreon private game chat, everyone was like, T's throwing you under the bus. And I was like, here's all the texts, all of them. And then you were like, I sent the screenshot, and then you said, show the earlier ones. And then the earlier ones made you look worse.
I disagree.
All right, well, you're wrong. Okay.
The Patreon.
Here-
I think it was an angry mob.
Here's what I put in the chat first. I'll do it in that order. You texted me Friday, 7:45. You said, are you guys still going out? I said, we just got here. I answered you at 7:49. Then you said nothing. And at 7:54, I said, are you coming? Or I had to double text you.
I was driving.
Yeah, that's ever stopped you from
Which
being
is
on your
fair.
phone.
I've been trying to do better at
Then
that.
you said, I don't even know where y'all are at. I asked Steve, and he told me to go to Martha's. And I said, Yard House, Tyler.
Dude, there's not one.
Let me go. I said, Yard House, Tyler. And you said, blood. Which one? Bruh. And I said,
Listen, blood.
T-
Which
I
one?
said, fucking
Yeah, T's Jamaican
Linfield.
over text. People don't know that.
Fucking
Blood, be more clear, blood.
Linfield, which is obviously the closest one to my house. Why would we go to any other one? So then
There's one at Legacy.
So then you said, why do you think I asked? And I said, this been known. And you said, to who? And I said, everyone. And then you instructed me, you were like, tweet the earlier text then. Tweet the earlier ones. And the earlier ones, Friday, 2:45. I text you, you're definitely coming to Yard House tonight, right? You said,
Wait.
you said, which one we going to? I didn't know if we were still a lock, but I think I can pull it off. I'll just have to move Martha to tomorrow. And I said, tell her to come. And you said, train coming? And I said, I think she's taking her own car so she can leave before we shut the place down. And you said, let me see if I can bargain. Martha worked 3 a.m. to noon today, so it might be a rough sell. She was just happy to have me there watching the game while she fell asleep. So I'm absolved of all blame. I asked you twice. Steve?
This is what accountability looks like. I'm taking like 90% of the blame for Tyler not being at Yard House. I'm going to read the text. So I text Tyler. Now, here's the thing, though, because Jared having the timestamps is very important. I'm going to give my timestamps as well. I go, you coming tonight? That was at 5:06 on Friday. Tyler says, which one y'all going to? With 3 question marks.
Same question I asked you, Jared, which
This
you didn't
guy
respond
was
to.
so. It's like he leaned into this question too much to the point where it was pretty
there
obvious.
was a
which
yard
one
house
we
literally
were-
4 minutes from my house. Like it was very obvious which one we were going to.
I
No,
have
no, no.
never been
Steve-
to Linfield outside of going to your
Steve-
house.
But in Tyler's defense, he's going, I'm just going to see if I can move things with Martha. So he's already moving date night, and Tyler is one of the hardest working people I know. So I understand from his perspective the importance of date night because there's so few hours that you can do it. And so I reply with, if you got plans, then definitely just stick with that. We all got to get away from this one. We can. And he goes, you sure? I feel bad. Jared seems really excited. And I go, nah, you're good. Shouldn't be anything too crazy tonight. That was the interaction. Jared?
I've never been more excited to hang out with everyone, and I will say it's hard to like the Red Sox lost, and I still had a great time. T not being there was almost worse than the Red Sox losing. Like it really
Definitely worse.
yeah, it really took
Yeah.
away from. It felt incomplete.
I just think he got destroyed in the chat. I thought it wasn't super fair
was.
because he didn't have the context that I was like, hey, have a date night. Do you think, brother? So there you go.
I said bring her.
No, I know.
She,
and
she worked 3 a.m. to noon, so she was like dead. That was the other half of it. Like she wasn't going to be in the
It
mood
was
to go
like
out.
8:30. You can
Yeah,
have a
she
full
woke up
night's
at
sleep.
2 a.m..
You can have a full night's sleep and then come.
Yeah, but she'd been almost up 24 hours. She worked the next morning. If I worked that shift, I probably wouldn't want to go out. But I was okay with that. I was willing to come on my own. I was going to be there, but by the time I found out which one you guys were at, which is a 40-minute ride from Dedham, and all that in there, I was already next to Martha's house. I was like, all right, like clearly this didn't line up the way it needed to tonight.
Coley.
To T's defense, he did continually ask which one of you guys going to.
That was a major factor in anything too.
Now,
Go ahead, Coley.
it's super fair to assume Jared's not leaving like a 3-mile radius of his home,
the only time is Fenway Park that he does that.
I thought it was either
which he would
gonna
tell
be-
you fits within the radius, despite it clearly not.
It's
Like,
about
he would
6
still be
miles.
like, nah, that's
Yeah.
It would be. I think they did the
that's what I'm
same
talking
thing for
about.
Jim Rice in the high school baseball, where like he was outside the county, but they're like, it's Jim Rice, so they did a little like circle
Yeah.
around him.
He was like, well, he was born in October, so it's fine. Let him in.
yeah.
So yeah, you should have assumed, but the fact that you kept asking directly and no one wanted to tell you is just very. It seems like they didn't want you there.
Well,
too.
I started to believe there was like a group chat that was working on the side that I wasn't part of, and
No,
that
we
like
were
all
together.
these
He's not
plans
telling
were
him.
put
We were
in there.
together the
And then I was like,
entire time.
I didn't know. So I started to get to the point. I was like, clearly, I'm not a major factor in this one
That's
way or
crazy,
the other.
T.
And then I found out late,
That's crazy,
and I was
T.
like, all right, like I'm already here with Martha, and I would feel bad because Martha had a long day, and I don't know. I was trying to do what I thought was
part's
best.
fine, but you
Steve just being like, we're probably not even gonna go.
Yeah. Don't even worry about it, dude. We had like the best night ever at the house. Like, don't even.
Yeah.
Again, don't sweat it, brother. No, I think that most of this is about you not having a ton of free time with your girlfriend, and so
hang
I'm like,
out
you know,
every
just
Friday.
do you think, T? But that's once a week.
he hangs
I mean,
out with
that's not
us
a lot of
twice a
time.
year.
Nah, that's fair. But I would hope that it's going to be better this year. We'll see.
I'll own it. It's on me. I'll take accountability. Someone has to step up here and put
It's
their
not
name
gonna
on
be
it, and
me.
I gotta be
Steve
better.
already did.
I did. I
Steve
took
stepped up
90%.
10 minutes ago.
I appreciate
He's like,
it.
no one's fucking taking any accountability. I led with,
Oh,
I'm
no.
taking 90%.
I don't want anyone suffering on my behalf. At the end of the
I
day,
suffered.
it falls
I
on me,
suffered.
and I can own
I
that.
suffered.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I let you down.
Yeah,
Well, T, you should take this as you're a missed entity
Yeah.
in person because you on Zoom, whatever, Riverside, whatever thing we use, it's just not the same. Obviously, you're great here, but you in person is an extra boost that we all need.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
yeah. I even double texted you, T. I double texted
You
yeah.
did. And I knew you were excited.
I was so excited.
like that's why I mentioned. I was like, Jared seemed really
I was
excited.
super excited to see you.
Steve said, we're hitting the yard house on Martha's Vineyard. We'll see you out there. You know, there's a couple,
Don't even worry about
couple
it.
schooners you can hop on to come meet us if you want.
Yeah.
Probably not going to be a big night. We're going to have some celebrities there, but you don't know any of them, so don't even
T,
worry about it.
It was a huge night.
It
It
was
looked
fun.
awesome.
A lot of
I
10
love the
people there,
Yard
too.
House.
Yeah, a lot
of Section 10
You would have
people.
thought that like it was a Section 10 live show. Like there was like it was a 45-minute wait, so we waited outside the yard house, and like every 10 minutes, Section 10, what's up? Like it was people were wearing Section 10 merch there. I'm not even exaggerating.
We did pretty much tell, like everyone else except T knew exactly where the 10 was
Yeah.
going to be that night.
Dude, hey,
true.
by the
I don't
way,
even
by the
know
way,
how
by the
they
way,
knew.
I'm not gonna
about it.
dox this man, just in case for whatever reasons. There was a man who listens to the show who wanted to link up with us for like business purposes, and he correctly guessed which yard house we were going to and when we were going to be there, sat at the bar, bought us a round of Blue Moons, and then we talked to him afterwards. And so he went out of his way and guessed, like he's just like, obviously it's going to be this one. Like, where else could they possibly be? And then Tyler's like, where are they? I don't know. So, yeah,
It's on me.
no, it's on Steve, I guess. I don't know. It's just not
Yeah,
on me.
I'm taking majority.
It's just not on me. I
Steve
was I
like,
was super.
They're closed, maybe. They're shut down
Yeah,
permanently.
I don't
think.
even know, man. We have a line of people like, we're signing autographs. I don't know, man. No one's
I
coming
was
out
so
tonight.
excited to see you, T. I was so excited.
It's
to see you.
raining.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm anti coming to see you anymore.
I was so excited.
I know.
I was
sorry.
so excited.
Oh, Coley.
Coley.
Jared, I'm sorry you got disappointed by T.
Yeah, thank you. It's it's just when it rains, it pours in my life. It's I got pissed on.
At the
Was
yard
that,
house?
did that happen later in the night? I didn't see that.
Jesus Christ.
That was Saturday. It was right after, so it's like T abandoned me, then I got pissed on.
Jesus Christ.
That was yeah, we
Ace?
took Ace. We took Ace to the car wash, and he didn't like it.
That's not where you take
Yeah.
them. They got their own dog washing facilities that they
You just
they'll
tell them to go
handle.
walk through. Is
They're
that
a
how that
combo.
works?
There's some car wash, dog wash places. They're pretty
He-
cool.
Holding them out the window.
He started shaking and pissing.
Dude, what are you doing? This is brutal.
Yeah, he did not like the car wash. So it's like Tyler pissed on me,
Oh.
Ace pissed on me. I just got pissed
Your two
on all
dogs.
weekend. Yeah.
Anytime I'm like 35% of the way to the car wash, I'm like, what happens if this thing just goes awry? Like, what is my next move here? Because I'm kind of at the mercy of the wash.
Couple years ago, you know how you're supposed to drive up on the like little thing that moves your car
Where's
for
this
you?
going?
Absolutely missed it. Absolutely missed it and
Stunning.
destroyed
Tyler
the
messed
rim
up
of
the
my
shot that
car.
involved the car.
It was at Sonny's in Brockton. It was so fucking embarrassing. I just didn't understand what he was trying to do.
So I pulled in
He
backwards.
just,
They're like,
he
don't
just
do that. I'm
gasses
like,
it through the fucking car wash.
He was
I gotta
like,
be
put
quick
it.
here.
He was like, put it in neutral, and for whatever my brain couldn't comprehend what was going on.
So I go 100 through the wash, and they're like, don't do that. Had all my windows down. For some reason, that was an issue.
Backing it in.
My dream Section 10 guest is the driving instructor that passed you for your license.
Aw.
Seriously.
I failed the first time.
Sure you did.
I mean, real quick, in Ace's defense, it is kind of scary
I
going through a
love
car
it.
wash. Like, it's all like the doom and gloom sounds you could imagine.
relaxing.
And you can't see shit.
It's relaxing. You get
Really?
Yeah, I love
I guess
it.
I haven't been in one in a while, but I just remember it being like you're just basically getting attacked from every angle.
No, I love it. It's my happy place. I like going in there. Like if I'm stressed out, it's like I like going.
Isn't it
I like
like a
going in the
minute, though?
shower, and I like going in the car wash,
In the car shower.
car shower. Yeah,
I mean, that's like a minute. That's like 60 seconds, right? That You're in the
loop
car.
around, Steve.
I
Just
Run
keeps
it
coming
back.
back.
$25.
Did you
This thing's
throw
squeaky clean.
Ace? Like, what'd you do with
He
him?
was in the back seat with Train's daughter. He pissed on her, and then she threw him into the front seat, and then he continued to piss on me.
midstream.
Pissed all over the center
Crazy.
console. Yeah, he was just pissing.
it's pretty funny.
Yep.
Yeah, kind
Oh,
of contradicting to what's happening on the outside of the car when the inside's just getting
Yeah.
piss everywhere.
Car's
That is
super
kinda
clean
tough.
on the outside, piss everywhere on the inside.
Listen, dude, he's gonna make a lot of money. Ace sounds like a weapon,
Yeah.
man. Piss, shit, whatever. We're getting the insurance claim.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I did not. I was like, what are you talking
Piss,
Ace is
shit,
ready.
Whatever. Socks.
Sucks.
I would have just drove right into the wall and been like,
Second
oh,
there
look,
was
you owe me
contact with
money.
the car. He did exactly what T say. Piss, shit, you're getting money.
Insurance.
What do you tell me to do?
Hell of an insurance claim.
Suárez, Boston Ranger. Bowser, incoming danger. Scored 7. Haters. Bello boys attack. Willson needs a Ketchup flag. Story, Duran, back. Series of haikus by Tyler Milliken.
Very
Yeah,
strong.
those are strong.
It's a big like graduation music, like the whole Jim Abernathy.
I think it's more
This
like
guy
this,
comes
this is
up.
what they play in like the funeral home.
Yeah, that
Oh,
is
yeah.
what
that
this
too,
is.
yeah.
You can
Jim
hear this looking at a
Abernathy,
dead body. Dead.
This is what they.
Good
this
gig,
is,
though.
Lies.
This
Good
is
gig.
the music that they play now on like the digital photos of like someone that just died. Like you go into like the funeral home and it's like, oh, it's their whole life, and yeah,
Dead.
yeah,
It's
The idea of a
iPhone
funeral
created
announcer
album.
saying a guy is dead, it's like, that's why we're here, bro.
yeah.
I think we know he's not with us anymore.
Yeah,
Appreciate
super
it, though.
dead. Yeah. Well,
That was good.
yeah, those are
Really
good
good tea. Those are strong.
We're
Yeah,
working.
you set,
We're
you
grinding.
set a high bar, you know.
I think I've started slow to begin the year, but I think it's just because I hadn't had like consistent reps. I need more wins in a row, and they get stronger the more frequently I do.
I think it's also harder to draw inspiration when they, you know, win once a week. It's like, all right,
exactly.
yeah,
Because no one's back at that
right.
point. Yep.
Yeah, it's like Red Sox won barely, no home runs.
Scary.
Well, it was like one guy on offense. It was like Willson, Contreras, or Willie or Brew, and then Crochet or Sonny Gray. Like those are your options to talk
Yeah.
about.
No, you did a good job. All right, we ready to
We
get
could be
into
better.
the notebook? Well, I'd say before we do
See.
that, we should probably do our little segment with Kalshi, huh?
We should do our segment with Kalshi.
Yeah.
We're looking at the AL East, folks. We are looking at the AL East as it's very tight right now. All 5 teams within 2 games of each other. Currently, Kalshi users are forecasting the Red Sox at 19% to win the AL East. The Yankees are at 48%. What are we thinking of these numbers right now? Because I don't think the Yankees should be 29% ahead of the Boston Red Sox.
No.
That was a great Bryn shout out.
And that's Bryn.
Yeah, I think
Bryn Abernathy.
I think
Alive.
the Yankees are always going to have that Louisiana balloons thing going for them, where they're just
Maybe.
favored because they're the Yankees.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
They don't even know the fucking rules.
yeah, Jazz don't know shit about baseball. People keep saying like, well, Rodon's coming back. I was like, is that a good thing? Like, he's an every other year
Garrett
guy.
Cole.
He had a good year last year. He's probably gonna suck this year. Luis Heel just came back. Like, he sucks. Cole's coming back. He sucks. So like, they're actually in line to be a way worse team.
Well, and then you could sit there with the Blue Jays, who are just like dying. Like every single day, someone passes away on that team. If it's not Kirk, it's George Springer.
Dead.
Like Trey Savage never pitched. Shane Bieber was hurt before the year started. Like Eloy Jimenez is playing for them
My guy,
right now.
Cody
Anthony
Ponce.
Santander, will his shoulder finally work? Yeah, Ponce with his knee. Like that roster, with all the hype and excitement you felt, like there is some real concern there, at least for the first couple months of the year, that they're not going to be the team they need to be. And that gives you room to, you know, hopefully build up some wins and make them the team that has to dig themselves out of a hole in June and July. Hopefully by then you're not in that spot anymore.
And then like how serious are the Rays? They're tied for first right now. I think the Orioles probably are pretty serious. I think last year was the aberration, not this necessarily. And that's just the Sox, dude. Like they're 2 games back right now. It really is. Like, just don't let that get unmanageable. Just keep pace and then just stay within striking distance. I don't know that it's crazy. I don't know that it should be, like, flipped with the Yankees or anything. But they do stink, as we have a a T-shirt documentary about.
We do.
So 1 in 5 shot. Why not? Why not us, Jerry?
I have no reason to say why not. Because I'm feeling better about the team as the days go on. I'm more just like, can we just get to the trade deadline and see if Craig's going to add a bat? Because I don't know. The other thing that I found interesting is how bad Pete Alonso sucks to start the year. Because if they had gone out and spent the money on Pete Alonso, and he was supposed to be the guy that was the big bat in the middle of this order, and he's hitting like a $118 with like a 500 OPS.
Alex Bregman sucks too.
He did have a big hit the other day.
Bad.
Yeah.
He's hitting 200, Jared. He's hitting exactly 200.
Yeah, Bregman. Steve?
Well, we're going to do that. Rafael Devers sucks too.
Steve?
I will say
he wasn't an option to sign this offseason, T.
All I want to see is Boston Red Sox in first place at some point, dog. It's been 1,717 days since they've had sole possession of first place in the AL East.
Would you be happy with
start there?
Can we start there?
No, because they've had a couple times in that stretch where they have been tied, and then they always seem to be like 2, 3, 4 back within that week. Let's get sole possession of first place, go from there. It's the little wins you got to keep stacking up. But I will say, and we've kind of talked about it already on this show, the fact that they are where they are right now lets you breathe a little bit, because this could have easily gone the other way. They didn't have a lot of dumbs this weekend. If they did, that would have been another series loss coming off of the ones earlier in the year.
I don't have any dumbs in here.
They're in a position now.
I don't have any dumbs in here.
No. They're in a position right now where it's like, okay, you're 2 games out of first place. Let's keep climbing and get that sole possession.
Good, clean baseball.
And you're not seeing Joe Ryan or Taj Bradley. Like, those are big positives too. And Rays have most errors in baseball right now, and their run differential is -10. Yours is at least 0. You're breaking even.
The 0 sucks.
Yep.
You know what looks like a 0, T? Fucking hole.
I was going to say,
Facts.
yep. They were finding holes all weekend.
The Boston
Steve.
Hole Sox. Yeah, if you're not,
That's what they're
if
saying.
you're not in the Patreon Section 10 Red Sox game day chat, then you're gonna be really confused about the whole talk. But for the folks who are Patreon subscribers that are in there for the games, all of us are in there every game.
In the cord.
I think.
Discord.
What did I say?
You kept saying
Well, it's
Patreon.
for Patreon
but it's
users,
via
but yeah,
Patreon.
it's
It
users.
is. It is.
Yeah,
But
Discord.
we're not in the Patreon every day.
No.
I don't want people to be looking there.
We're in the
cord.
Discord.
Definitely in the cord. Live game chat.
Live game chat, Section 10 live game chat on Discord via the Patreon. Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. It's honestly like helped me stay more locked in for the games, because you can't fucking
100%.
look away from the screen. You miss 25 messages. See,
Also, I did the Ask Me Anything
Yeah.
on Friday in the Discord, and it was a blast. Like, sitting there for an hour. Usually Fridays I'm like super stressed out for the baseball hour. No, I sat there and we talked baseball, all random things, how I grew up. People were asking every question underneath the sun, and it was cool. It was just like hanging out with everyone and answering, I guess, questions people ask a lot and they usually don't get an answer to. So, I don't know. That's a good time.
You do really got to stay locked in during the games to keep up with the discussion that's going in there. I mean, more often than not, like, I just love when a thing happens during the game and a lot of us just have the same like wavelength going on. And I'm not just saying the hosts, like the listeners. Like, we all kind of are like, what the fuck was, like, fuck. There's a lot of fox. Like, that's maybe one of the more common words that's used in there.
Every
Shout out
every
Mikey.
time an inning ends, it's just a series of facts.
Or Durbin comes up. But yeah, no, it's just nice that we kind of all got that going on. Like, not to jump ahead, but the Nesson difficulties today.
Don't do it.
That was a fun time in the
not do
Discord.
it.
That was a fun time in the Discord.
It's the
There's a little tease.
it's the best.
That's all I'm
It's
saying.
the best live game chat that I've ever been a part of, because it's people that all speak our language. There's obviously Red Sox Reddit and Sons of Sam Horn back in the day. Like, I've been on message boards for 20 years talking Sox, but these people are obviously 162 fans that also have the same sense of humor and style of the show, and they get all the references. So you can throw out a random reference and everyone's gonna get it. I'll never look.
I actually think that's illegal. I think it's illegal to use bits in there, if I was reading the rules correctly.
I'm sorry.
I think in there they don't want bits. If someone was using one and they were like, only the host can do that in here, and I was like, what? That's crazy.
I don't know what you mean by that. What was the bit?
I don't remember which one it was. watching Sox mostly, but I saw some discussion. Like, I think it's posted in the rules. Like, you can't use
We need to
bits of the show in
call
there.
the MLB rules department and have them. Say,
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
Yeah. Hold your horses there, Steve. That's a little crazy. I did want to talk about Blue Moon for a quick second here. It's actually a lot of seconds because I got a lot of seconds to spare when it comes to Blue Moon. Because even if you love beer, there are some moments that you want to enjoy a non-alcoholic drink and celebrate those times with Blue Moon's non-alcoholic Belgian white Belgian-style wheat brew. It's for when you want a drink of a non-alcoholic version of your favorite beer. And boy, did we have an awesome time on Friday night. The fellas, they went out to Yard House, had a great time. Everyone was there. Everyone was there having a great time drinking Blue Moons. Not one of us that was invited didn't show up. And man, the moons kept coming. You know, Steve was like, another round of moons, ma'am. And she would bring over the moons and, you know, she'd be like, oh man, like I thought, like, it looks like there's another seat here that's open. Are you expecting someone else? And I said, I am expecting someone else. Bring some more moons over for this expected guest. That expected guest didn't show up. So we drank the moons that were for the expected guest that unexpectedly didn't show up. So, but plenty of moons to go around. What an awesome night. Blue Moon made it all worth it. Inspired by the beer you already love and available year-round, a Belgian white Belgian-style wheat brew that tastes like drinking, even if it's not. Crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander, it tastes balanced and refreshing. Nothing compares to the great taste of a Blue Moon non-alcoholic Belgian white Belgian-style wheat brew. Blue Moon, made brighter. Get Blue Moon non-alcoholic Belgian white Belgian-style wheat brew. Delivered by visiting get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared for delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared. Blue Moon, made brighter, celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Non-alcoholic malt beverage, contains less than 0.5% alcohol per volume, Steve.
Suck one. Jared, you know how in sports everyone's got a can't miss training hack?
Yeah. What's your can't miss training hack, Steve?
It's just like training 24/7.
Yeah.
That's like, you can't miss.
That's a hell of a hack,
Like,
you know?
Uh-huh. If you're just doing it nonstop, like, you're good.
And if
at
you're
it.
training,
really good at
who
it.
could ever tell you that you're not, you know?
100%. I mean, most of them don't actually move the needle, but my 24/7 hack does. That's how I used to feel about hair growth products. A lot of hype, not a lot of results. What changed for me was learning that Nutrafol isn't just another supplement. It's physician formulated, clinically tested, and recommended by dermatologists. It's a real game plan for thinning hair. Guys, listen up. All of you, listen up right now. Damn it. If your hair isn't playing like it did in your 20s, it might be time for a real comeback, not another workaround, because throwing on a hattie doos like this one right here isn't a strategy. Nutrafol supports healthier hair from within. Nutrafol now offers hair growth supplements tailored to men at every age. You could be super old like me or super young like T, because the root causes of hair thinning change over time, and your routine should change too. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. Is that a lot of people, T?
Way too many for me to count.
Adding Nutrafol to your daily routine is easy. Order online, no prescription needed, with automated deliveries and free shipping to keep you on track. Plus, with a Nutrafol subscription, you can save up to 20% and get added perks to support your hair growth journey. Start Nutrafol today and make the hat optional. Visit Nutrafol.com and enter promo code SECTION10 for $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com. Promo code SECTION10. Now back to the show.
Notebook time. April 10th at the St. Louis Cardinals. First line here says, an off day after the off day for Roman is fucking retired. I texted Catillo after the game and I was like, did any of the writers ask anyone why this happened? And he said, it's because that's just the rotation that they're going with right now. And I was like, well, it's a bad one. You know, like if he's 21 years old Like, what do we? I don't know. I didn't understand it. I didn't agree with it. Yeah, I mean, Roman is like, we'll get to with the rest of the series here. If we're worried about the yips in the outfield, just fucking DH him. Like, what? Like, I don't know. Am I crazy for saying that? I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
But I don't think that's what it is.
What is it?
It's the logjam. They're trying to get everybody in the lineup.
He's the best player on the
Jarren
team.
Duran had
like logjam somebody else.
I don't disagree with you. When he's on deck and he doesn't even get an at bat in the game, it's fucking ridiculous. Bare minimum, he should get a pinch hitting opportunity.
That was insane.
That's crazy that he never even got a chance at a one-run game against Dustin May. But this is what their reality is, where they're trying to make it work for everyone. And there's probably a situation where Core's sitting there with Duran, and Duran's like, man, you can sit me 2 out of 3 games? Like, I got MVP votes a couple years ago. And Core's trying to balance it. He keeps telling you it's not easy over and over again. It's just not working. Masataka Yoshida should have played in this series, but you can't make room in the lineup when you're trying to get everybody else in. But based on what he's done to start the year, he deserves at bats. I think just in their reality, they never imagined a world where Masa was going to make this more difficult, and then they have guys who are struggling in Duran and Anthony, and they're desperate for offense at the same time. It's just a bad combination of a whole bunch of shit that just shows you the roster isn't built the way it needs to be.
But the rotation also, and I've heard other people point this out, it's not like a take or anything, but the rotation completely doesn't involve Willier.
No.
Which Willier's great. We love Willier. He's also a very streaky hitter. Like when he's going cold, he needs to be part of that rotation. Again, I'm not saying like bench Willier or anything crazy like that, but him being the only constant, because they'll sit Rafaela, they'll sit Roman, they'll sit Duran. Like they don't. It's kind of crazy that it's just like, nah, Willier's our guy. That's like we've built the whole team around him, and he's been great. I'm not saying again he should be like, oh, you got to stable that guy to the bench, but if there's going to be a rotation, you're making it harder on yourself by not including that guy in the rotation.
I do wonder where Roman's at mentally. I feel like the kid's 21. Obviously, he has to be the face of the franchise. He just had a huge moment on a national scale, on a global scale in the World Baseball Classic. And then you kind of come back for 1 week of spring training that's kind of weird. And it's just weird to go. The vibes are so different coming from the championship game now to these useless, like 7 or 8 games they had left. Then the Sox have a tough start to the season. He's the one in the clubhouse that has all the mics in his face. Like, why do you guys suck? He's like, I'm barely legal to drink, and I haven't played a full season yet. Can you ask somebody else? But he's handled that really well. Then you look at this stretch in the last 5 games where the Sox have won 4 out of 5. He's hitting 0-63 with no extra base hits and 1 RBI. And, he had a solid one there in, the 9th inning of game 2 where it seemed like everybody had an RBI. But he's hitting 185 in the leadoff spot. I know he's got that ding-dong and the one pitch hit opportunity. But I just think I'm curious to where he's at, honestly, like how his conversations are going with the people that are in his inner circle, because that's normally not a situation where you have the face of your team and a young guy that you want to get games that he's now going from the outfield to DH and not 100% sure where he's going to be in the lineup. Even sometimes that changing overnight with AC. So there's a lot going on at once, and I think he's trying to stay as calm as he can. He projects it really well. Like you can never tell if he's having a bad day or if he's off. There's other guys that like Contreras will let you know probably if he's like pissed off or something at home happened. I bet he'll just tell the media that. But I am curious just kind of where he's at with all this, because we're not going to see many of these stretches, honestly.
Yeah. Next line here says, I swear to fucking God, if the Red Sox don't hang at least 5 runs on Dustin May, that was my top of the first thought. The Willson Contreras standing ovation is just Cardinals fans sucking their own dicks. What I mean by that is he was certainly not important enough to the Cardinals for them to give him a standing ovation. That's just Cardinals fans being like, look at how great of baseball fans we are that we give standing ovations to everyone who comes back. It's like, not every player needs a standing ovation that comes back. He didn't win anything there. He's not an all-time great there. Like, he's not even most recognizable for being a Cardinal in his entire career. That's just Cardinals fans being like, we're the best fans. It's like, no, you're not. Anyways.
Place is half full every game.
Yeah. I get that these are hard plays, but Ceddanne Rafaela used to make these catches in his sleep in the bottom of the second. There's another play like that. The Cardinals.
Was that T? Was that on the play, T?
25% catch probability on that.
Yeah.
When you say that, like, I'm not debating that is what the numbers say. When we see it hit his glove and he's supposedly the best fielder in baseball, that's what we hold him to. Like, it does, like, I don't care that 75% of other people drop it or what have you, whatever, however that wants to be read. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It was a difficult play. it hit him in his glove. I think most of us have become accustomed to him just making that catch.
Well, I think, it's just context, but I think 25% catch probability, I expect Ceddanne Rafaela to come down with that as well. When you are a guy who's at the top of the outs above average leaderboard with PCA, like, that's what you need to do to come down with the ball. And in general, he's out there because of his defense. It's nice he's been hitting well, but that's the main trait here, and it changed Connolly Early's entire second inning.
It would be nice if you had player-by-player percentages for catch probability. Yeah. It's like, I don't give a damn about the other, couple hundred players in Major League Baseball. Ceddanne's like 85% catching that. So that was he's going to get some of these soon enough. It's just tough that they've been stacking up and consistently he's missing these balls that were the reason why he got the Gold Glove.
It's not like we're saying, oh, get him out of there. It's more just like, oh, that's surprising that he's not catching these. It's not,
Yeah.
And it's the why. Why isn't he catching them? I for one blame the inconsistency with playing and the log jam. Like I feel like every catch he's probably like, I have to make this so I can be the center fielder again tomorrow.
I don't think it should shock anyone that the guy playing the most regularly has had the best start to the year. I think it's that simple with the outfield group. Willie Abreu has played the most frequently and consistently, and so far he's been the most consistent guy out of all of them. It's just what it is. Credit to Rafaela, though. He's really been swinging it well.
It's so, like, he's hitting, 310 right now, and he's now learned he can get hit by pitches, too. Like, it's been, for an offense where, no one can hit, he's like, guys, I'm second in batting title right now. Like, I might win it.
He's actually improved his chase percentage, going to the 12th percentile. Like, for a guy who was second, that is a massive difference for a guy like him.
He has stretches where he does that, though. Like, he'll, correct it.
And that's what you sit and wait
back.
for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of the chase he's had, too, have been those strikes at his eyes that he just hits every time. So it's...
Bottom of the second, the Cardinals would have ran on Roman there and been completely correct to do so. It was a base hit to left, and the runner went from second to third and held there. I think if Roman was in left, they test it and probably score. Massa going first and third will always be funny to me. I don't know why. That was in the top of the fourth. The Red Sox did something that wasn't stupid on the base paths. Marcelo draws the throw, TS10 in from the back door, 2-1 Sox in the top of the fourth. Connolly Early's day is done. 86 pitches, 53 strikes, 4 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 Ks, got the no decision. The ERA is 2.63 on the year. T, what did you see from Connolly Early?
Yeah, I think the big thing for him, and that second inning, if it goes differently, we probably look at the entire outing differently, but he just hasn't been very efficient, and the command / control hasn't been what it was a year ago. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. That ends up really biting him in that second inning and being a reason any run came home. In the third inning, he would have had a clear inning if he didn't end up, or at least would have been just the Jordan Walker single. Instead, you had the Mason Wynn hit by pitch, which made you throw more, and it's the reason why he hasn't gone 5 innings. And for a rotation, we keep giving out the stat. When a Red Sox starter goes 6 innings, they're undefeated. When they don't, they lose the game. That's kind of just where they've been as a team. And Arsenal-wise, he's not really different. He's throwing the changeup more than the curveball from a year ago. 9 whiffs on the day, 4 on the 4-seamer, 3 on the sweeper, 2 on the changeup. So he wasn't missing bats, or he wasn't struggling to miss bats. Topped out at 94.8. I will say I did expect the velocity to tick up a little bit more based on what we saw in camp. And so far this year, his 4-seamer is actually a couple ticks down compared to where it was a year ago. At least the version we saw in August and September.
Next line here says, Zach Kelly has not been a guy so far this year. Thomas, is it Sagase,
right?
Yeah.
Thomas Sagase, RBI single, makes it 2-2 in the bottom of the fifth. Sack fly, then makes it 3-2. Next line here says, Yard House Espresso Martini never misses. That's in the top of the sixth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, OB was saying that too.
Yeah.
2K, did you have an espresso martini?
Yeah, I had a couple.
Yeah, they were good. They were really good. Yeah, I was a Secco boy on Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That was big.
Yep.
That was big.
Yep.
I looked over to Jerry. I was like, Secco boys tonight? He gave it a second, started smiling. I'm like, he better say
Yeah.
yes right now. And he's like, yeah, second boys.
Blue moons.
All right, let's do
He
this.
smiles. He says, "Get the fuck away."
Yeah, if you ask me that one more fucking time.
Yeah.
No, everything about Yard House was the highlight of game one for me. I'll say that
Yeah.
much. Like the game itself was a pain in the ass. Yard House, the opposite of a pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
I mean, Dustin May, I believe, came into this start with like a 15 ERA in 2 starts.
yeah.
His stuff was up
high.
too. Like it definitely ticked up for that start. Did you guys in the moment watching the game have an issue with early getting pulled? Because it was a big Twitter convo. I don't know how much time you guys spent on the phone.
I'm pretty sure that's when the wings showed
Yeah.
up. So I was
Okay.
kind of
Those
more
were
into
good,
that
too.
at that point. Those are really good.
Got the fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah. Got
It
a
was
margarita
about to be,
pizza.
the lineup was about to turn over, right, T?
Walker was about to come up, so that was
Yeah.
kind of like the talking point. I said I would have left him in because he didn't put anyone on. He got the first out, and I was more worried. Like, damn, like Zach Kelly. No offense, when he has a good outing, I know what the next outing is going to be. It's going to be dog water, which we saw in this one. I would have given him a chance against Walker, even with the home runs, because Early still hasn't given up a homer in his career. And at that point in time, you were up 2-0. But you can understand why Cora went and did it. I think it just speaks to more my fear where, the bullpen right now is just trying to get to Whitlock and Chapman is a fucking journey every time.
Yeah. The correct answer is never really Zach Kelly, I guess, is the
That's how I
pushback there.
felt.
Yeah. Next line here says Duran probably should have bunted, but ends up being a sac fly to get Rafael over to third. That was in the 8th. Red Sox blow it in the 8th. Runners at the corners. WC 40 at the plate. No runs. I legitimately can't believe the Red Sox lost the game started by Dustin May. He's so bad. Red Sox lose 3-2 to drop to 4-9. The next game, the middle game, April 11th at the Cardinals. First line here says Roman back in the lineup, but as a DH. Watching, observing. Ranger Suárez needs to be Ranger Suárez today. The grace period is over for me. I feel like that's not. I mean, start number 3. It's like if you fucking 8 ERA.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, it's time to start fucking pitching, man. Like, I throw another stinker, and I'm not going to be rooting for you as hard.
No, this was the one that he needed to have.
Absolutely. I'd love it if the Red Sox could ground into some more double plays. That was in the 3rd. Also in the 3rd, I have made the switch to the Wills. I can't do the Fox broadcast anymore. Yeah, I went full, like, watching the game on TV with my AirPods in with the MLB app, listening to the Wills.
Nah, Smolty was in his bag saying things like if he tried to catch it with his other hand, he wouldn't have caught it.
In the bottom of the 3rd, I said, Ranger might be Ranger today. I don't want to jinx it, but this looks like a different guy. And he wasn't.
I mean, even his pitch count in the first inning was heavily aided by our catchers being cowards.
He ended up throwing 27
Yes.
pitches. It was only 14 strikes. So I guess that was like where you were sitting there and you're like, all right, man, we want to see you pound the zone. Like, can we keep it in there? And to be fair, if you were a little more aggressive with one of those challenges, it's probably different.
Yeah, it would be cut in half legitimately because it would have been a strikeout. It would have ended the inning. Like that. It was obviously shitty, and he didn't get any grace because of how he had been every inning for his Red Sox career. And then what? After the 27, was that the 7-pitch inning we had on offense?
Yeah,
Like
no, they
Leahy
had
was
like
like-
a couple in a row that were like that. It just felt scary because Weatherholt comes in with the leadoff single, and then you get the double play. You're like, all right. And then it's like, damn, we still got to put 2 more on. But I think that's part of what made the Suárez start so great was, hey, not a great first inning. It
Right.
didn't matter.
He just cruises, man. Like when he's at his best, it's so calm. Nothing looks like it's overwhelming him. And that was the case in that second start at Fenway, too. He's making great plays with the glove. And I just trust him. I trust him when he's out there. Obviously, that line wasn't great. We're probably going to have a decent amount of these lines for Ranger Suárez. I mean, 0 earned for 6 innings is, I'm sure, not happened a billion times. But it seems like when he's really at his best, this is the kind of outing you're going to get where if you watch the replay on YouTube, it's like, the 3rd out, once again, Ranger Suárez. He's just kind of walking down, doing the dirt thing and pointing to the sky after every inning. It's like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of that where if you're not locked in on every second, the opposing half inning is just over and then the Sox come up to bat again. I love that.
Yeah. Just a friendly reminder that Caleb Durbin is not Alex Bregman's replacement in this lineup. Willson Contreras is 2-run double for WC40, makes it 2-0 Sox in the 4th. Carlos Narvaez flies out with the bases loaded. Please don't let that be an opportunity that we look back on at the end of this one. That's on the 4th. These are stress-free, low-effort innings from Ranger ever since the 1st. Love to see it. That was in the bottom of the 5th. And then his day was done after 6. 84 pitches, 55 strikes, 6 innings, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks. Got the W. He's 1-1. ERA is down to 5.02. T, what was Ranger doing?
Yeah, there was actually a pretty significant change. Last episode, we talked about cutter after cutter. That's what every Red Sox pitcher was throwing, and he was one of them. In this start, 11% cutter usage, up the sinker massively, and he was feeling really good. Cora highlighted it after the game, just being like, he felt like the movement was where it needed to be. Threw it 46% of the time in this start. Going back to even last year, it was only 28% of the time as part of his arsenal, so clearly he felt something with the sinker. He hasn't felt really with any other pitch so far this year, whether it's WBC or spring training. And yeah, the sinker played really well. He had 7 whiffs, 3 on the changeup, 2 on the sinker, 1 on the 4-seamer and cutter, but just really efficient. And with the pitch mix, that seemed to work a lot better than what the Red Sox had him do the first 2 starts.
Just a very enjoyable watch.
It was.
Yeah.
It was,
very
stress-free. It was smooth. It was Ray Allen out there.
Yeah, like real, like genuine pitching. I was like, this guy is just in complete control the whole time. It was like I'm if he keeps doing that more often than not throughout these 5 years, he'll be one of my favorites like of all time.
Yeah.
Yep. Sadan just got smoked in the wrist. Craig justified for keeping 9 outfielders on the roster now. That was in the 7th inning.
I got killed for that on Twitter last night. People were like, I was like, oh, look, I said something like the line was like, oh, the outfield logjam almost fixed itself. And people are like, you're rooting for a fucking injury? It's like, no, the Red Sox are rooting for an injury. I hate to tell you. They're trying to justify their own roster construction. It's not me. I don't want Sadan to get hurt because you need the defense, and he's been one of your better hitters. But yeah, that's what the team is hoping for. That's why they kept all the outfielders.
Correct. Bases loaded, 1 out, no runs. This offense might actually be bad. That was in the 7th inning. So Coley's not.
It was a lot like the 8th from the night before.
Coley's not going to get this next line, but if you listen to Clean 40, then you will get it.
Wasn't invited.
Hell of a diving catch by Fermin. The only other person that makes a catch like that is Steve Peralt.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes a ton of sense. I mean, my baseball playing abilities are just really crisp right now. And some would say better than yours.
On Clean 40, Coley, Steve said
you'll like
the
this
gap
quote.
between me and Steve from a baseball playing ability standpoint is not that big. And
it's not crazy right now.
I don't
think it is.
Fucking insane.
No, it's not.
It's insane.
This was like 6 years ago at this point.
2019. I know you're. Yep.
But Steve was hitting the piss out of the ball in the cage.
He was hitting the ball directly into the ground.
You do this every time. We have footage of the BP I took at Winter Weekend, and Coley keeps it clean and honest here. He's like, if the kid sucked, I'd say he sucked. I was good in that cage.
So
when you
7
played
years
in
ago.
in the old time baseball game, you look like you never played baseball in your life when you faced a real pitcher.
Whatever. You do too. You
I
strike out when you
fucking
face
got a
real pitchers in
base
that
hit.
game. You had one dinker up the middle.
It was not
in
a
10
dinker. It
years.
was smoked up the middle off a D1 lefty.
How many ABs have you gotten in that game?
Against non-MLB pitchers? Like 2. I'm usually in there facing fucking Jonathan Papelbon or Rich Hill.
1.
I am 0 for 1, but again, I haven't had a lot of chances to get the batting average up in the old-time baseball
You didn't really face Pap either. Like he put
fucking
you on.
hit me. Yeah, so that's OBP.
Yeah.
That didn't increase the OBP, yeah. But no, I don't think the skills are that much different.
They're insanely different.
Are you fucking kidding me, Steve? There's no way.
They're insanely different.
No, there's no way. Well, we're doing it. We're going to do a competition.
We're going to do a competition.
So
we're going to film it.
I've seen neither of you field.
I'm good in the field.
You know what I mean?
I can't imagine you fielding well, Jared, like just based on where you're at this point
Here we
in
go,
life.
T.
Oh, man.
Not in a mean way. I just can't imagine you getting down and dirty, getting low on a baseball.
I'm an
I just feel
outfielder.
like
I'm
it
not,
seems
I'm not
above
an
you. They're
infielder. I'm an
beneath you.
outfielder.
Exactly.
I'm an outfielder.
Okay.
Seems like you'd be like, he's got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I
Like
It's
you
like
like getting waved
used
off.
to run balls
Duran
down in the
and
gap
Rafaela.
all day long.
But that's not obviously not the discussion. That's not what Steve said either. He's saying now, like right now.
Yeah,
I
today.
can
Yeah.
still do it. I'm fucking in way better shape than Steve.
I'm not saying that. Obviously, I'm losing that battle. But yeah, outfield, I don't think I'm going to do that great. My depth perception stinks on fly balls.
What did you play growing up, like position-wise?
I peaked in Little League, two-time All-Star. It was shortstop and pitcher. And then in Babe Ruth, they're like, let's put him in center.
And you're talking to me?
I played Babe Ruth. I was good in Babe Ruth.
That was also
And then I played JV baseball. That's
ago.
when it really started to go down. Yeah, that would have been actually exactly 20 years ago, JV. So, yeah, it's been a minute. But you're acting like you play ball.
I just threw off the mound at McCoy fucking last year.
Yeah, I think there was some that went to the backstop, if I'm
it
not
was
mistaken.
25 degrees out, Steve.
I mean, that's what these guys are playing in, right? It's real conditions. That's playoff weather right there.
No, it was January.
Yeah. But the rules were I just have to beat you in one of these not the whole thing. I just got to be better at one of the skill challenges.
You have to beat me in if I have to beat you in all of them, and you have to just beat me in one thing to win, and you won't.
Yeah, I like my odds. All right.
What if it's the first thing?
So I'm not
whole
doing
thing's
running
over at that
because I'm not a runner. Like
You can't take that out.
I'm going to take out the stuff I'm not good at.
I'm not doing running because I don't run in baseball. I jog. I fucking hit the ball into the outfield and I jog
you're a
to
shit
first.
fielder.
I hit a home run. I jog
I
around the
agree.
bases. Like I'm not fucking legging out a double, a triple, nothing. That's not my game.
I'm seeing
Singles,
Massa.
Jerry.
Like
No.
I never watch Massa move quickly in the
Manny.
outfield. He gets to the ball.
Yeah.
I'm Manny.
I don't know if you have the other traits to carry that kind of fielding ability.
Me?
You.
I don't know what you mean by that, but
If you're not going to play a good left field,
I'm
man,
a great-
you're putting a lot of pressure on your bat, and you're not willing to run on the bases.
No.
Like, there's not a lot here we're working with. It better be the greatest hit tool I've ever heard.
I'm a better hitter than Steve. I have a better arm than Steve, and I'm a better fielder than Steve. Let the record show that. We'll find out.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll find
We'll
out.
let the
sounds like
competition
we'll
show
find
that.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll let the competition show that.
Yeah.
Next line here says Garrett Whitlock almost bone tomahawked himself at first base.
I thought we were never seeing him again. I thought that was the last we had seen of Whitlock.
I was like, Zach Kelly's going to be pitching the eighth inning all fucking year, isn't he, dude? I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, that was close.
He almost got BT'd big time.
Slippery bag.
Jordan Walker.
Only on that play.
Yeah. Jordan Walker takes Whitlock deep. 2-1 Sox in the bottom of the eighth. Ceddanne Rafaela with a big swing to find some hole. 3-1 Sox in the ninth. This line here says, I don't know that I let Caleb Durbin hit here. Bases loaded, 1 out. I think I go Massa in this spot. The next line says, Caleb Durbin, 2-run knocked. 5-1 Sox in the ninth. Next line here says, classic Duran finding some hole. RBI base knock. 6-1 Sox in the ninth. WC40 keeping the line moving, finding some hole. RBI knock, 7-1 Sox, tied in the top of the ninth. I didn't know the Red Sox were capable of scoring more than 6 runs this season. This is nice. Red Sox win 7-1. They improve to 5-9. Any other thoughts on this game?
I said it before the game. I thought it was imperative to be 5-9. I think 4-10 would have been an absolute disaster of a record to have. I don't think you come back from 4-10. 5-9, it's like, all right, you got a rough start, but you're 5-9, baby.
Baby.
I wanted to
baby.
disagree with Coley's tweet so much when he put it out there, but the more I read it and the more I looked at the number, I was like, he's so right. He's like, I'm going to hate my life if this happens. I do feel like that ninth inning, though, as much as we wanted the finale against the Brewers to be like, oh, it woke the offense up, it kind of made them seem to find their identity. It felt like that ninth inning in the second game set the tone for everything we saw in the finale. Just that, hey, we're not going to hit homers all the time, but we can just move the order. Guy after guy, find a hole, single, double, Duran doing something, Durbin doing something, Willson Contreras continuing to be him. I do think the conversation, though, over that 24-hour span, people fucking hate Caleb Durbin in that number 2 spot. It is a very old school
reason.
move by Alex Cora doing this. And like,
Yeah.
if you ever wonder if Craig Breslow makes him, fill out the lineup a certain way, this should tell you it's not. Because if it was, Contreras is probably in that number 2 spot.
I guess my only pushback to that is he doing it as a this is the best thing for my baseball team, or is he doing it to be like, hey, fuck you, Craig Breslow? Because it could be either.
We've seen
Now,
both. That's fair.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't hate it as much as everyone else. He's obviously not a 2-hole hitter, but if the thought process is like, theoretically this guy's not going to have bad at bats, even if the ceiling isn't very high, I can't say I hate it given the construction of the roster.
Yeah, as Cora said it, his reasoning was in the Milwaukee series, he didn't chase a single ball outside of the zone. And if that's like what they're trying to figure out identity-wise right now, and we know what the chase percentage has been, it has been getting better. They're now 15th in baseball compared to them being at the bottom and then bottom 10 going into this series. But I don't know. I feel like Cora has tried to talk up Durbin. I think he likes the profile of the player quite a bit. I just think they're looking for guys who put the ball in play, and I don't know. I don't think it's fair to put a guy in that spot who is trying to figure himself out as a hitter and be like, hey, I know you were struggling lower in the order.
Hey.
Go survive up at the top of the order and tell me what it looks like. To replace Story and that guy, throw someone who's hot there, and maybe Roman see some more pitches because they know Willson Contreras is sitting behind him. That's it.
Also a dude that's not new on the team and just trying to get his feet under him. It's like, here you go. In the modern era of baseball, the 2-hole's like the spot. I know that's changed over the years, but I don't like flipping out at lineups when they get tweeted out. A lot of people lose their minds. And T, I'm sure you've seen over the years when you put the lineup tweet out, there's a lot of comments. It's like, fuck it, whatever. The
And
lineup's
every
the
time
lineup.
you bitch, it always works out. Like,
that
guy
always
hits
goes
a
3 for
3-run
4.
blast.
Yeah, that guy always hits the bomb and has the Wally head on. But I will say, Caleb Durbin at 2. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, and seeing it back-to-back days, too. It's like, come on, man. He's kind of this year's Connor Wong in a sense that 2-out at-bats find him all the time. I swear he only takes 2-out at-bats. And a lot of times there's ducks on the pond, too. And it's like, okay, this inning's probably over. I'm glad he got that hit in the 9th, but I just don't want to see Caleb Durbin in the 2 spot much at all this year. So we'll see how the lineup changes moving forward. But I'd rather mess with Roman a little bit right now and move him around than have Durbin in that important a spot.
Even if Durbin moving up is undeserved, getting Story out of there has for sure helped him.
Which is 1,000,000%.
He's hitting like 500 since then. That's probably not true, but it feels like it.
I almost feel like having Durbin in that second half of the lineup, it was just a complete dead zone. Nothing was happening. And the beginning of the lineup also sucked because Story was there.
Yeah.
Now with Story doing something in the second half, it almost like justifies Durbin being. I'm not saying like he's there for the rest of his career here, but it's worked, even if it hasn't necessarily been him getting the hits.
It makes your brain think it's not at the bottom of the lineup because he seems so much more comfortable at the bottom of the lineup. So when you see the 3 guys that are due up, I'm like, oh, yeah, Story is like a 6 or 7 hole. Yeah, he's probably going to get a hit here, honestly, because he doesn't have the same pressure on him. Which you would think for someone at that point of his career, it shouldn't matter where he hit. Like, he should probably be pretty level in any spot. But no, that's been impressive for Trevor Story. Like, he just looks more calm.
Yeah.
The at-bats aren't like he's getting deeper in counts and actually using all parts of the field. It's been good.
That walk in the 9th was his first one of the year. Like, he legit had got 1 walk before that.
crazy.
For him, it's like, all right, you have control of the strike zone again. Because he was chasing worse in the league, like Ceddanne Raffaello levels from the past couple years. You can't survive like that.
I will say we have a new leader in the clubhouse for most made-up name of the year. It is Yohel Pozo. What?
No, what?
I did think of you guys when I saw him.
Came up. I'm like, I don't think I could even come up with Yohel Pozo. So I'll keep track as the season goes on. But he now has the 1 seed for most made-up name in baseball. Yohel Pozo.
You know that you got off to a real shitty start when you have a 4-hit day in the second week of the season and you're not even close to 200.
Yeah.
Every post that came out like the last 3 days, like the worst players in baseball, it was like, he is number 2, number 3, like right
It's
there
him and
every
Ozuna.
single time. It's like, fuck, man. Like, just get your name off those lists.
Where is Ozuna? The Pirates?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Ozuna from the Braves on the Pirates.
Yeah. Okay, series finale. Roman DHing again. Watching.
Cora changed his mind,
Observing.
too. Said it before the game.
Yep.
We're just watching and observing.
Just watching and observing.
Cora
Day off after a day off, then back-to-back days at DH. Just checking it out. Second line here says, Jarren Duran is not a number 3 hitter. This lineup is painfully flawed. Next line here says, thank God for WC-40. He's the only guy in the lineup besides Willier who looks prepared for a major league season. 2-0 Sox in the top of the first. The Nesson feed is broken. I have no idea where WC-40's home run went, but I trust OB and Will Middlebrooks that it was a home run.
I thought Roman hit it homered on his because that's like they just cut to him swinging and jogging the first, and it was kind of like a home run trot. I was like, what happened? What
Dave
happened to our
O'Brien
sweet game?
trying to sell it. He goes, oh, we're having some technical difficulties. We only have one camera. Guess what? This is like radio now. He's like, I'm just going to give you the radio call of it. I'm like, please stop selling me on this. I can't see anything that's going on. I'm fucking fuming.
It's bad that we're so used to this. This is nothing new. If anything, you could argue like the Red Sox season hasn't begun until something like this happens. We have on deck cam with WC-40 hitting a bomb where he used to play, which kind of felt inevitable at some point in the series that he was going to go deep. He sold it very well with the walk. I'm like, all right, that's got to be gone. Like normally you wouldn't do that if it's going to be like short of the warning track. But yeah, basically a whole inning of that. Then switching to the Cardinals broadcast, briefly having their call, briefly having no audio, then back to Nesson audio, back to no audio. Bello gives up a home run. We can't see where the home run goes. We can see Bello's not pumped.
Yeah.
The whole thing was just like, what's going on, dog?
It was like The Office,
was?
like the zoom in on his face. It was just like, why are you doing him like that?
You remember the Royal Rumble, the year that AJ Styles debuted? So this
AJ
was
Styles.
like this is like 10 years ago at this point. But they had AJ Styles debut in WWE at the Royal Rumble, and the camera didn't go to the fucking stage when AJ came out. It just stayed on Roman, and he was just like, who's that? And then it never went to fucking AJ Styles. And like his music is new, so no one knew him by his music. It was, that was basically that was the Bello home run. It's like, I'm assuming this is a home run because he's very upset and he's asking for a new baseball, but we don't know that this is a home run. Call it.
I would argue it doesn't count.
Yeah, you got to broadcast
But
it.
I want Wilson's to count, So it's
we
like,
kind of
Well,
saw
Wilson's
it.
we saw. This one we saw Bello. He could have just been coming back. Like he could have been getting that throw from the shortstop.
Matt,
we have no idea.
Imagine
what
the
was
umpire
happening
calls
there.
him back to home plate and he's like, they didn't get it on camera.
There's no
Redact it.
documentation. Yeah, you got to rerun that.
Yeah. Like imagine if that happened.
It reminded me
Remember,
of the
like
ATS
if it was like fucking Mark McGuire passing Roger Maris.
Oh,
and
God.
The camera
They have no
like didn't
footage.
even get it.
It's just the dirt next
Touch
to
a
the
ball,
on-deck
Mark.
circle, like,
You'll never hit a bigger home
Yeah.
run in your life. It's like we didn't see it. That could happen if it's a national game and they only
It
have the
could.
national broadcast. They don't have the home road.
There's just so many cameras that I'm like, how am I on deck right now? How is there no other way that we can see what's going on? There's got to be like a fan that can just live stream it, and then you take their phone camera. That would be better than the on deck cam.
Mikey. We got Mikey in the top.
Yeah, Mikey cam, and then it's for the WC-40 homer. That would have done numbers. Let's go. Nesson would have been like, we're just gonna have Mikey cam every game now. If this is how it
Speaking
goes.
of Mikey Cam, I want to bring this up right now. So Mikey, when he's been going to Fenway, he's got like the double camera setup going on with the iPhone where it's filming him and the game at the same time. And
it's on the 17.
He has a video of a reaction to, I want to say is it the final out, Mikey?
WC-40 struck out. I forgot exactly when it was, but it was in a big spot.
It's so fucking funny. And Steve is like, don't post it because it's already
No, it was the timing. No, it was the timing. That's what we were
I
complaining.
think you should post it tomorrow. It's fucking funny. It's a funny It's a funny video. It's funny.
We'll just have to wait for the Tigers series. I'm sure something will happen.
Something will pop
Something
up.
will happen. But it's a funny because it's genuine. It's not a bit.
Right.
Like Mikey's a
It's
real
dual
guy.
cam. Mikey was made for dual cam.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't. I thought he was on FaceTime the first time. I was like, what is this? Like, what's going on here? And apparently it's just an iPhone 17 feature. And now it's just, forget iPhone 17. It's just the Mikey
Yeah.
cam. Like, that's what it is now. So,
Yes. Yeah, we need more of that shit. Speaking of WC-40, the next line here says, Sadan smoked on another HBP up and in, slammed the bat. He slammed the bat the other time. He slammed the bat this time. And I said, this is not necessarily a bad thing. I wonder if WC-40 is having any influence on him. Because I feel like WC-40, like he gets hit and he fucking throws the bat and he gets mad. Like, I don't think that Sadan was ever a get hit and get mad guy. And now he is, because it's like,
No.
my older brother, this is what he does when he gets hit, so I'm going to do it now.
I'm telling you, it blew my mind, and I mentioned it on the last podcast, but when Mikey and I were at the game where WC-40 was just like cursing everyone on the Brewers, I could not believe the only other person that was going nuts was Cedon Rafael. I'm like, Cedon was out of the dugout, like, oh, fuck you, and he's like looking at Willson for like, what are we saying right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking suck. Who sucks? Second base? All right,
Yeah.
fuck you. Like, it was basically like if you have two dogs and like the younger ones, yeah, we're gonna start barking too. I'll do whatever the fuck you do. I'll do that. That kind of seems what's going on right now, because I was surprised too when he's slamming the bat, but they seem like a good combo.
Yeah, I mean, I like the
I won't
energy.
deny.
Yeah.
I won't deny the influence, but I do think getting hit on the hands really
Not
fucking
great.
It sucks.
Multiple
It
times
sucks,
like
but
that.
I don't think, my theory is I don't think that he acts as fiery about it had it not been for Wilson's influence.
I'm not completely discrediting it. I'm also thinking if he got hit in the back with curveballs, he's not taking his bat and throwing it through the earth's crust.
No,
both times.
it's getting. I think it's a matter of, if you're gonna throw me up and in, because that's what the pitching report says to do, then stop hitting me. Like, get it up and in where it's either in the strike zone, a little off the plate, something like that. But you're fucking smoking my hands and my wrists. Like, there's a lot of little bones in there. If you fucking break my hand, I'm gonna be out for 8 weeks, and that's because you suck. It's not because I did anything wrong.
I think it's also for a guy who's having trouble coming down with baseballs in the outfield. Like, your hands bothering you is probably the last thing you want to deal with in the world right now.
And your team's actively rooting for one of the outfielders to die in a tire fire.
Like even if you're slightly injured, they're gonna be like, go to the IL. Like, just go take a couple weeks, and whatever you need, we'll bring you back when you're feeling, 100%. Not 95, not 99, 105.
Anytime someone's even close to injured, AC's just
the
outside the
IL.
room listening in, like, tell me he's hurt. Say something. Say, oh, yes, IL right now.
And I can't imagine someone having a tougher, like AAA trying to get back series than Cedon Rafael. It's like, he hasn't had a hit in Worcester in 2 weeks. And it's
He's chasing everything right now.
yeah, he could have a real rough rehab assignment, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And he has to have options left. No?
Definitely. He has that extension. We'll see. Unless it changed something dramatically. He is 2.
Yeah. He can't be the guy who gets hurt.
Yeah. Next line here says, Roman with a nothing burger, ground out with the bases loaded. I'll take the run, though. 3-0 Sox in the second. Next line, Jordan Walker is Albert Bell, apparently. Solo home run makes it 3-1 in the bottom of the second. This line says, like I said earlier, Jarren Duran is the perfect number 3 hitter. 3-run double makes it 6-1 Sox in the fourth. WC40 said nobody is touching a bottle of ketchup but me for the rest of the season. RBI knock. He's 3 for 3 with 3 RBI. Makes it 7-1 Sox in the fourth. Thank you for showing up to the 2026 season. Brian Bello in the seventh. Bello, 94 pitches, 61 strikes, 6 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks, 2 Ks, 1 homer. The ERA is at 6.14. T, what was working for Bello?
Yeah, we talked about the cutter Sox. This is the sinker Sox. So 52% usage on that sinker. Just like Suárez did the day before, he kind of lessened that cutter usage a bit. Really, the other thing that's sticking out about him in a major way, the four-seam fastball, which last summer was like that, and the cutter we were talking about helping him get on track, threw it 1% of the time in this start today. He threw that pitch 15% of the time last year. So the four-seamer usage is coming down. He's leaning more into the sinker and cutter, especially the sinker in this start. He had a 32% usage on that pitch entering today. So to up that by 20% tells you something. Velocity was up half a tick, and feels like throughout camp his velocity was down a bit, and maybe this is him just kind of starting to find that velocity at this point in time. But yeah, he got away from being a whiff machine. 10 whiffs, 4 on the cutter, 3 on the sinker, 1 on the sweeper, changeup, curveball. Just getting a ton of ground balls and seemingly falling closer to that identity a year ago instead of the guy who, was in the 90th percentile and up in whiffs, who he's just never been that guy. And maybe he kind of realized I'm not efficient when I'm chasing strikeouts like this, so let's keep it on the ground.
Okay. Next line here says, this is why Zach Kelly doesn't have a baseball card. I don't mean to be mean.
Bar.
That's a hell
That
of a
is
line.
the best line you've ever dropped. So right.
Oh, that's tough.
I love Zach Kelly, but
I don't.
I do.
Yeah, why?
I do love Zach Kelly.
One of the most infuriating
of the
baseball
program.
players.
Yes. He's a Clark's Ketchup Series MVP. I love Zach. But he did give up a home run.
I want him to be good.
Oh,
It's
I
not
very
my
much
fault.
want
I don't love him. It's his fault.
I root heavily for his success. Burleson home run, 7-3 Sox in the bottom of the 8th. TS10, 2-run double, 4-hit game, new season high in runs. Again, it's 9-3 Sox in the 9th, and then the Red Sox win 9-3 to improve to 6-9. Lots of 9s there. And that's the notebook.
First multi-hit game of the year for Story.
Wow. That's great.
Well, I've seen a couple 4 for 5s in the same day. That's pretty sexy in the box
Yeah,
score.
4 hits for WC40 as well. Wow. Any other thoughts on this series?
T, you said no?
I don't think so.
Well, that might be the first time.
Holy shit. You okay?
I don't want to be mocked.
Mocked?
Yeah.
Why would we mock you? Coley?
Coley.
I thought we got thoroughly outmogged by the Cardinals jerseys all weekend. I thought they made a big mockery of us with the kind of kits they were bringing to the
Do
field.
you like their
What
City
did their
Connects?
jersey say?
Blue?
Lou?
Yeah.
Their City Connects are weak for them, good for City Connects, if that makes sense. Because what they dropped, they had like the cream, the off-whites on Saturday. Anytime I see those two birds on a bat, I go, that's just tremendous symmetry right there.
It's just good, clean baseball right there.
GCP.
Great clean baseball. Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's all you need. I'll say it a million times.
it.
I don't care. I'll keep
Say
saying
it.
it. So if you don't want me to say it, just fuck you.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
was aggressive. The Red Sox Reds on the road. It's so
don't
stupid.
like it.
Eventually, this isn't going to be a thing anymore, Jared.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're not going to wear Reds. Also, in St. Louis is stupid too. Like they're stealing their color. Like that is such a Cardinals
Yeah.
color. You're wearing red.
We are the Red Sox, to be fair to
No,
us.
I get it, but it's like for a second I was like, wait, is that the? Oh no, yeah, the Red Sox are wearing red on the road again, like a bunch of idiots. Just bring the navy blues back, you clowns. What are
You
we
like
doing?
this shirt?
I also, it's a good shirt.
Oh,
Big
really
time
good.
Timmy Jr.
I didn't know it was
Very
a Wake
nice.
shirt.
I mean, it says Tim Wakefield on it.
Yeah, but your mic was
sorry.
like
Hey,
in
look
the
at
way.
you. wanna
Mike
see it
is
again?
blocking.
Yeah, can you stand up a little bit? Can we see the whole thing?
What year is that from?
95.
Holy.
Ooh, wow.
Autograph.
What does it say? Make some knuckle.
What does that say? Make them knuckle under. Right?
Yeah,
Classic saying.
I guess that's a phrase. I'm like, is that a thing in the '90s I was unaware of? Make them knuckle under.
I don't know.
We were knuckling folks in the 90s.
Oh.
People don't know that.
I did have a Dustin May thought.
We were still talking about the shirt. It's from 1995, and
Yeah.
great shirt. Great shirt.
Tremendous shirt.
Yeah. What does it say on it? Yep, 1995. There it is. Yep. Thought on Dustin
So-
May that no one asked about?
The fact that he was cooking Pete Fatsy on the timeline.
Oh, he
was
threw a
fucking
like
insane.
to a tweet that was, yeah, I saw that.
That is very funny. I'm sorry.
It's kind of mean.
Oh,
I like
real
I like
quick,
Pete.
Jared.
Yeah,
First time
Steven-
I've ever respected him.
I couldn't believe it, and I did not catch this on Saturday. I saw this on Sunday. I know Tyler saw it. Could not believe Nesson's reply to Tyler. That was
Holy
and it's
fuck, I
still
forgot
on the
about that.
timeline. It's still on the. I thought they were going to
Well,
delete it. It is still on Twitter.
I'll be honest. This is Jared's fault.
Whoa, whoa.
Take some fucking accountability,
Why?
dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck
mean,
What
did
did you
I
do
do?
last episode? What did
Yeah,
you
you
do?
were letting it rip.
I didn't do that.
you start just throwing it
Throwing
around like
what
it's a
around,
fucking
T?
random
Throwing
word.
what around?
That
What
word.
is it?
That word.
What
Say
is
it again
I didn't
because you
say
said it last
It was
episode.
in the notebook.
No, don't throw it.
We're
You
not
can't even
blaming
write
the
it
notebook.
down.
Listen, was it in the notebook?
We don't know.
Who wrote it?
That's not a pass, though.
We also don't know that.
Good point.
Put it this way, asshole.
You better not be speaking to me.
The notebook used to be handwritten. Now it's typed. There's no way to know if I wrote that or not, and I just happened to read it. I Ron Burgundied it, and I'm sorry for that, but I didn't put that in there.
So you're insisting someone took your phone, wrote
Laptop.
in your notes this word.
Laptop.
Oh, your laptop.
Jeez, even
was your
harder to
laptop
get.
stolen the last few days or the last week?
I don't know. I've had open houses. I've had open and private showings. There have been complete strangers in my fucking house,
Again,
T.
it added that.
Someone comes to the open house just to sabotage the notebook. That would be
How
something.
would I know?
This wouldn't hold up in
How
court.
would I know?
A's could've
I
done
had
it.
I had to file a police report the other day.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Asshole. So there's no way to know
Asshole.
if I wrote that or not. It's typed. It's not handwritten. So it could have been.
So it just, to see it though, your brain should have an immediate reaction when you see that
Listen, asshole.
word. Me?
Clean the shit out of your ears, asshole. What are you here?
Asshole, bud. I don't know if you're hearing me.
Is he talking to me?
You see any other assholes around here?
I don't know. I don't know.
One of my favorite things every season, like Coley and I aren't saying anything, and then Tyler's talking, and Jared's like directly answers him. He's like, "Me?
Gotta be someone else.
There's no way it's the guy that was just talking."
Asshole. I'm an asshole.
Why can't you say that?
Asshole.
Yeah.
I must be an asshole.
You like bail out.
When I went to say it, it hurt my feelings hearing the word come out of my mouth.
It's like a kid that's never sworn before. It's like, I'm gonna get in trouble if I say this the right way.
Oh,
No, that was a marvelous deflection, Jared. But at the end of the day, I do think some accountability is why.
Yeah.
I mean, the Will and Lou were like school children running rampant with it all spring
Yeah.
training. I don't know if we really levied the hammer then.
Right.
And then you start saying it. Of course, Nesson's going to be like, oh,
But did I say it
We're all just
though?
saying
Did
it
I
now.
actually say it? Like again,
Yeah.
it was in the script, you know.
And arguably, you said it. Like
You certainly said it.
I was just as shocked as you guys when it came out of my mouth.
You didn't look shocked,
Listen,
though. You kind of
hey,
just dropped
asshole,
it normally.
I didn't write it. Okay, I read it.
Don't call me that
I
again.
read it.
Was that one me? That one felt personal.
That would have had to be Coley, right?
I read it. I did not write it.
Really, who's looking at it on the screen?
Yeah, I didn't.
Again, whether or not it was written, not my
Right.
issue. What was said on the show seemed like it was a pretty big green light to the rest of the world to just.
Yeah.
I
start
understand how that thought process would come to percolate, but at the end of the day, it wasn't me.
Okay.
Asshole.
Okay, all right. Whoa. I mean, yeah. So I think this, yeah.
It's a family
Hey,
show.
This is a suspension for Nesson. I won't
There
tolerate
we
that.
go.
I mean, you can't just be.
I think a lot of people are going to think this was technical difficulties. This was a reply to Tyler. It wasn't the difficulties.
Yeah, consider it a double
Yeah.
suspension.
Shout out
Okay.
Nesson.
Shout out Nesson. Yeah, shout him out, T.
Okay.
Hey, listen, we're yapping, we're talking.
When's the last time you've been
they
on
wanna get in my
the
mentions-
Boston Chat Show?
I was not this past week, but I will be tomorrow.
Oh, you're gonna be on tomorrow. What time?
Yes. 4:30.
PM.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Live. Live.
Yes.
What are you gonna talk about?
You'll see me on 24 driving 100 miles per hour to get home.
Yeah. See, that seems like a mistake.
Gotta work.
Hey, assholes got to work.
Asshole. The way you said it.
Assholes got to work too. Assholes
Asshole.
got to get paid, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go. No
Thank
one's
you.
talking.
Complete silence.
we're giggling.
Yeah.
Marcelo Meyer had some really good at bats in this series.
Pinky,
Fucking
Pinky
yeah, he
and
did.
giggles. I
A
love
hit
it.
in every game, 2 walks on the 11th. Shot him out. And Willson Contreras played his ass off defensively, too, not just offensively.
In all seriousness, hit,
Oh, yep.
Wow. Asshole.
That's
Call it.
no, the defense has been outstanding. There were a couple of balls that were hit to him that I genuinely think would have been triples in previous years that he just kind of gobbles up. And I also want to decree, like henceforth, there shouldn't be a home run celebration. Only Willson gets the wally head.
yeah. I think he probably saw that in the dugout and was like, "Oh, this is sick. Can I can wear? Oh, I have to hit a home run to wear this. I'll do that. You guys don't do that. I can do that.
Are you guys in or out on the Bowser nickname?
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I think he is Bowser. It doesn't need to be a nickname. I know it technically is, but it's just a way of kind of describing who he is. I think that fit. The second I saw the 40 on the back and the Bowser, I'm like, yep, that adds up.
He did say, like, coming into the series, he sent a message to the team that we need to play with more energy. And he was like, I know you guys didn't see it on Friday night, but I think you would have saw it Saturday and Sunday. So, I don't know.
If
We're
the
talking about a
messing
guy
cameras
taking
work,
a
you mean?
leadership role. Yes, exactly. We're talking about a guy taking a leadership role. Yeah, he had a rougher moment about a week ago now, but credit to him for now stepping up and being that guy because, you know, we saw Trevor Story had a couple of those moments too when he first got here where he didn't exactly understand the media market, and now he's one of the leaders of the team.
I will say WC40 can't miss at bat.
Yeah.
I do not miss any. I don't really miss any of them anyway. But WC40, you don't pee during a WC40 at bat. It could be
What
a
do
brawl,
you do if you like
could be a
really have
homer.
to pee, but he's up?
I just pee my
Yeah.
pants. Yeah. So,
7th best OBP in baseball right now.
It's incredible. I think he's got, what did I put here? 511 OBP this month. He has been getting on base at a crazy rate.
I
Love
do
it.
have some bad news.
Pee Japan?
Nope, worse.
He's been released.
No.
You pooped your
Nope,
pants.
worse.
You came out your
Nope.
butt.
Worse. Worse. Worse.
Nailed it.
I don't
You
think it
pooped
gets
out your
worse.
dick.
Oh, that would be awful.
Worse.
Don't say it.
pooping
You
out of
had
your
you had your balls go back up into you. One came out your pee hole. One came out your butthole.
You peed in your butthole?
Worse.
Definitely not worse
No,
than
it's-
that. You'd
Please
be
stop
so
saying
concerned
worse.
Worse.
if your testes were dangling out both sides of you like a dental
promise
floss
you it's worse.
situation. Okay, all right.
It's happening right now.
It's about to happen.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Something about the song?
No. Chris Cotillo did an audio submission for the vote.
Oh,
I
get
like
the
his
suspension
voice.
ready now.
I don't know what he's gonna say. I didn't listen to it, but he insisted on
It's a freestyle rap.
sending a voice memo. So okay.
T, I don't know about you, but I like keeping my money right where I can see it. Unfortunately, T, traditional big wireless carriers also seem to like keeping my money too, which is it's rubbish and it's garbage and I won't stand for it anymore. After years of overpaying for wireless, I finally got fed up with crazy high wireless bills, bogus fees, and free perks that actually cost more in the long run. And I did myself a favor, T. I switched to Mint Mobile, and I am saving a boatload of my own cash compared to when I was shackled to those contracts. I don't want to besmirch any other let's call them Horizon. When I was with Horizon Wireless, boy oh boy did I feel stuck paying for stuff that honestly I didn't even know what was happening. A cell phone, it feels wireless rather. I guess that's the term. Wireless. It's one of those things you just know you have to get. I don't feel like you do a lot of thought before you get into bed with some of these companies. Mint Mobile, they've got a cozy bed for you to hop on in. Because I want you, that's right, you. This is just me talking to you. I want you to stop overpaying for wireless just because that's how it's always been. Mint Mobile exists purely to fix that issue right there. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you with premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. I got 15. Who doesn't have 15 bucks? All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. The thing about that is you can't find a larger 5G network. You just can't. I dare you to try and find a larger 5G network in this nation. Other nations, that's not my business. This nation, no. Bring your own phone and number. Activate with eSIM in minutes and start saving immediately. No long-term contracts, no hassle, no new number, which is annoying. You have to text to everybody. No like fake phone. Like you get the same everything. It's literally just a better network for much cheap. I really don't know why they even need us to read the ad. This is you again listening or watching right now. What are you possibly waiting for? Because I use this and you should too. The quality of Mint Mobile's wireless service in comparison to, again, Horizon, whoever that may be, it's night and day. Places I used to not. Pulling out of my house around the block, I used to get dead spots. Dead zones is certain companies even used to advertise. Didn't happen the second I got over with Mint Mobile. If you like your money, Mint Mobile is for you. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/section10. That's mintmobile.com/SECTION10. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month 5 GB plan required. That's equivalent to $15 per month. New customer offer for first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is brought to you by Clark's Ketchup. Drizzle that ketchup. Yeah, so the voice memo that Will Fleming sends includes Will Middlebrooks and Lenny DiNardo. Corey obviously does the Clark's Ketchup graphic that comes out after the show. Will Middlebrooks requested, I want to say, is he on the graphic as Will M? He wants to be changed to Brooksy on the graphic.
Brooksy?
Yeah, I've never called him that. I've never seen anyone. It's
no.
Yeah. Brooksy. He wants to be Brooksy.
Did you reply with "Listen, asshole"? No one calls you that.
I think Fleming calls him that sometimes.
Brooksy.
Yeah, he wants to be Brooksy on the graphic.
Yeah. If he want it, he got it.
Why not?
Will's been great.
I vote they should be Will 1 and Will 2, and they can figure it out.
Okay. Here we go. For the first time. Hopefully we don't get demonetized for this. The Clark's Ketchup Series MVP vote begins now. The first vote belongs to Steven Peralta.
Pack it to Ranger Suárez for his great start in Game 2. That's the guy we expected to see, and we got him. I did send a pizza to somebody because I said I was going to do that, so shout out to that human. Pack it to Caleb Durbin for finding a hole, which the Red Sox did a lot of in that 9th inning in Game 2. This team loves hole. Pack it to Jarren Duran for a big swing in Game 3. The rest of that game was comfy, and for people that like watching golf, especially the majors, that was great for the Masters. You could kind of focus on the the end of the Masters, and you didn't have to worry about the Sox game going down to the line. This guy had a 1269 OPS in this series. He continues to be an on-base machine. He looks super comfy in the Wally head. He is my favorite player currently on the Boston Red Sox. My Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is Willson Contreras.
Wow. WC40 gets the first vote. Tyler Milliken.
Yeah, WC40, easily going to be my pick as well. When you have 3 RBIs in each win, it's hard to really go another route. Just a sinker he hit off Andre Palante today. Like a ball that was perfectly placed on the corner of the zone, and he finds a way just to shoot it for a home run. He's one of the rare guys from the right side that has that kind of opposite field power. And I just thought what he did defensively deserves to get talked about more. 93rd percentile outs above average. We haven't had defense at first base like that in a very long time. And second best OBP amongst all first basemen in baseball right now. 4th in OPS. Only trails Ben Rice in terms of OBP. But yeah, I think that and the stuff we heard about what he was doing off the field in terms of kind of just bringing the energy and lifting people up. You need as much as that. You need as much of that as you can possibly get right now. Packet wise, I'll throw one to Brayan Bello for what he did today, finally showing up and being the baseball player he needs to be this year. Ceddanne Rafaela, who's been probably the most underrated hitter on the team, and the Cardinals broadcast for actually functioning so we could watch the game today.
Okay. The McMahon.
Big packet to Hole, and I'm going to WC40 is the obvious Ketchup recipient. Shout out T for being able to shout out Ben Rice during the Red Sox Ketchup segment.
Packets of Ron Hare, Suárez for his outing. Equally as important as Brayan Bello's. They were both kind of asked to start the year, and 2 great outings for them. You don't get the Ketchup without them. But this one's obvious. It's WC40. I'm going to give a packet to Ceddanne Rafaela for staying in the game after getting smoked again. I thought for sure we weren't going to see him for another month, and he didn't even leave the game. So a packet for his toughness. But yeah, WC40 is the pick. To the panel we go. Lou Merloni, in typical Lou Merloni fashion, submitted his vote during the game. I think it was like when when WC40 hit the homer today, he voted for WC40. So WC40 is for Lou, TC, WC40, OB,
Wow.
Talking Sox, and voting for WC40. Jemai Webster, WC40. The Clark's Ketchup crew, which is our Patreon subscribers who subscribe at the $25 a month level. They collectively, after the series finale, vote for Clark's Ketchup Series MVP. And with 79% of their vote, WC40. 16% went to Hole. 1% went to Jaron Duran. 3% went to Ron Hare. 2% went to TS10, 79% to WC40. That does, unfortunately, bring us to the voice submission by one Chris Castillo of the Mexican Times. Here it is.
As I rush to the airport here in St. Louis, I just wanted to say it's an absolute honor to be on the panel this year. Everyone else is here to zig. I'm here to zag.
Oh, no.
The sheeples, the followers, the cult is going to pick Willson Contreras yet again.
Jesus Christ.
But if you really look at it, like if you looked at Sonny Gray's performance in the last series against the Brewers, Greg Weissert is the reason they won that series. He shut down the Cardinals in a key spot as a bridge to Whitlock, and it was going to be Chapman. The Red Sox then put together that big inning. They win the first game. The momentum goes from there, and there's a series win. Greg Weissert, drizzle it.
Oh my God.
This guy fucking sucks.
I was literally just looking up like past unanimous winners thinking, okay, like he's got it. No one's going to vote for anyone else. And then Castillo goes with Greg Weissert.
I don't listen. None of us even gave Greg a packet, which was unfair of all of us. He definitely deserved to be mentioned.
He wasn't good in the second game.
Listen, T, I'm just saying he deserved a packet. That's all I'm saying. Not a full vote, though. I think that's where Castillo lost his way. Like, you can shout out a guy.
See, this is where, for the Hall of Fame voting, when it's like if someone gets
some asshole.
if some asshole.
This is Ichiro.
If someone gets in with like 95% of the vote and you don't even have them on your ballot, then you should lose your vote. Anyway, here's the Wills with Lenny DiNardo.
Motherfucking drizzle me for the second straight time. The Red Sox win a series. We're in St. Louis, and this is a huge honor because for the first time,
yes,
as a Clark's Ketchup panelist, we got Lenny DiNardo in the booth with us. It's Will and Lenny. Good vibes. Red Sox offensive approach. Lenny, what are your emotions right now? Becoming a big part of this Clark's Ketchup panel.
12-6. That's the only way I can describe it. Actually, 6 to midnight.
6 to midnight. It's flipped a little bit. These left-handed relievers are a little different.
12-6 is an interesting way. Normally that'd be kind of negative.
Soft as hell.
I've got I can't read a clock, but listen, this has been fun to watch. This offense has found its identity, going gap to gap. The line drive approach, seeing pitches. I love what the Red Sox pitchers did the past 2 games, pitching to their defense, and the defense take care of it.
Last year, Trevor was like the catch-up dude. No matter what happened, it seemed like he was the guy. We're going to have almost unanimous again. This one seems pretty obvious and easy to me. But, Will, overall, nice to just breathe a little bit. Looked like the offense has exhaled a touch.
Yeah, I think that 5-run 9th inning in Game 2 was... everything started to click, right? Guys weren't up there trying to pull, launch everything. It was line drives up the middle, even hard-hit ground balls through the hole. That carried over into Game 3 today. But you guys said it. I mean, it starts with pitching. Suárez goes yesterday, looks like himself. Bello was phenomenal today, lots of strike ones. He wasn't chasing strikeouts. It was all, he wanted ground balls, and it worked for him. Even on the homer to Walker, he's trying to throw a cutter. It's down in the zone. Walker, one of the hottest hitters on the planet, just got him. But this team this is the team we expected to see. We all came out of camp saying we feel like they're underrated, right? And then obviously the slow start happened. But you have a pitching matchups where it's advantage Sox going to Minneapolis to play the Twins. They're playing good ball right now, but they have a chance, I think, to come back home to Fenway 9-9.
Yeah, it's turned big time. It's Masters Sunday. We're watching Rory and Rose battle on the back nine. So the tee box, the honor is yours, Lenny. Your first ever official Clark's Ketchup Series MVP vote. Who you got?
I'm going to Willson Contreras. Not only what he's doing at the plate, but defensively. How many times last year did we see a shortstop throw the ball, or a second baseman throw the ball to first base? It's a one hop. It gets by him. It's an error. It turns into an unearned run. Can't have that this year. You got to be able to catch it and throw it effectively. Not only that, what he's bringing as far as energy to this squad, I love it. He's a big bopper. He can hit home runs, but just that spark plug that he brings to this team, you really need that.
Lenny's first vote and his new haircut just took me from 6 to midnight. Will, who do you got?
Yeah, I was going to say it took me from 12 to 6. That's the new version. But hey, they got pills for that.
8 to 2. Let's be honest.
Oh, okay. We're telling a little too much now. A little too much. Yeah, it's got to be the Dub C.
Yeah.
Willson Contreras. I mean, he is just a
Brooksy.
fire spark plug. He fires up the squad. He's good on defense. He's swinging the bat well right now. And the thing with him, even when he's not going well at the plate, which he wasn't the first week and a half, he still takes his walks and gets on base. This is a very important part of this team when Willson Contreras is going in the middle of that lineup. And hey, don't look now, but here comes Trevor Story.
No doubt about it. Packets for him, packets for Duran, the 3-run double, a huge swing. Ranger, Bello. And how about this? You win a series where Brew does nothing, where Anthony does very little, and where you don't use Aroldis Chapman. So that was fucking awesome. And the Red Sox are off to Minneapolis with major energy. I'm with the boys. It's clear that the Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is Willson motherfucking Contreras.
There it is. Pick us in. Should have been unanimous, but he was robbed by Chris Castillo. I mean, if this fucking guy keeps his vote, we're never going to see unanimous ever again. This is the worst bit of all time.
I was concerned the second you said there was an audio from him, because I'm like, yeah, he's going to do a thing. He's going to do a Castillo thing. He's not just going to pick what everyone else picks.
He's doing a thing. doing a whole thing. So everyone voted for WC40 except for Chris Cotillo, who voted for Greg.
Oh, he'll get killed when the graphic comes out, so at least there's that.
Yep.
People get real mad. I'm speaking from experience. People get real mad when you're the one vote that fucks up a unanimous.
Yeah, Coley's not in a good hand. It'll be like the on-deck circle.
The on-deck circle.
Peanuts. Donald Trump.
He did do that.
That one. That's
that
a
one
bad.
was
I was
bad,
right
yeah.
there. I was
mean,
right.
They played their best ball after that. It is true.
The Reddit was fighting for Cotillo too, man, this week. They were like, you guys weren't fair to him. You laughed him off kind of for his vote. This week, what do y'all got to say? I'd love to know. I want to see the rationale for Greg Weissert.
Yeah, this is... It's a mistake. Early on, it's a mistake.
Just real quick for those keeping track at home, the unanimous club only has 3 members. It's Trevor Story, Willie Brew, and Rafael
Should have
Devers.
been history. Should have been history. Anyways, the world premiere. The world premiere of the brand new Stop and Shop Look Ahead song by Tyler Milliken.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Stop and Shop supermarkets have a major announcement. We repeat, don't shop for your groceries anywhere else.
Yeah, Stop and Shop. Yeah, Stop and Shop. And what's great about these tangerines, look how easy they peel. Just like that. And loaded, I mean loaded with nutritional value. Yeah, Stop and Shop.
Double kill.
What's better than having Stop and Shop, getting it done for all of you?
Well, Stop and Shop, look ahead. Stop and Shop.
Wait, that was great. Wait, that was really
Head on
good.
down to Stop and Shop right now. You get 10 cents off for tangerines when you buy at least 5 pounds of tangerines only at Stop and Shop. Using the promo code section 10.
Banger.
Good job,
Yeah, that was
T.
good.
Thank you. We got in there.
We got in
tried.
there.
There was so much anger with the gunshots. Like, shut the fuck up.
Double kill.
I didn't focus on lyrics. I just went for fucking banger.
Yeah, Stop
That's
and
it.
Shop.
That was my mindset.
Those are the words.
Oh, bro.
That was it. It was like a Playboy Cardi track.
Where's the tangerine line from? Where'd you get that?
I ripped it from some places. I had
I
to do
can't
a
wait
lot
to
of
get-
digging.
Banged for that.
I don't know where you find tangerine audio. That's impressive.
Trust me, there's a lot on the Stop and Shop YouTube channel. You can.
I would say my complaint was like that opening sound was just like a tick too long. Everything like I wanted to get to the song.
Like the nuke sound.
Yeah, that one I think it was like one click too long, and then but other than that, flaw way better than the first one.
Okay,
Very
we'll
good.
take it. Thank you.
Okay. The 3-game series against the Minnesota Twins in Minnesota. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday's Ellen's birthday. Happy birthday, Ellen.
Oh, happy B-Day,
Yeah,
Ellen.
happy birthday, Ellen. It's going to be...
Love you, Ellen.
It's going to be Garrett Crochet versus Bailey
Respectfully.
Ober.
Watch it, asshole.
Yeah, pipe down, asshole.
That's gonna be my Twitter mentions for the next week.
Yeah, good tweet, asshole.
Get a load of this, asshole.
Nice stat, asshole.
Don't give them ideas.
Sweet aggregation, asshole.
Sick lineup, asshole.
Yeah.
These are feeling personal now.
Garrett Crochet versus Bailey Ober. Sonny Gray versus Mick Abel. Is it Abel? Abel. Abel?
Yep.
A
A bell. It's a bell?
I'm pretty sure it is. It looks like it should be Mick Abel.
Yeah.
That's how I've always said it.
That's how I've said it too. But when I watch him pitch, I've always heard the announcer say a bell.
Interesting.
Whatever. Connolly Early
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
versus Simeon Woods Richardson. Yeah.
Whatever. T, what do you got?
Crochet is 2-1 with a 3.12 ERA, a 104 whip, and an 11.4 strikeouts per 9. Bailey Ober's 1-0 with a 5.27 ERA, a 1.24 whip, and a 4.6 strikeouts per nine. Sonny Gray is not pitching in this series. He is pitching in this series. Sonny Gray 2-0 with a 2.76 ERA, an 0.98 whip, and a 5.5 strikeouts per nine. Mike Abel.
Mick
Abel. Fuck.
Abel.
Mike Cable.
Nick Abel.
Mike Abel. Mick Abel. Mick Abel.
It's certainly not Mike.
Let me see this.
What's his fucking name, dude?
It's Mick Abel. It's Mick Abel.
It's certainly Mick.
Mick Abel.
Mick Abel.
Definitely not Mike.
Mick Abel. He's 0-2, and he's not able to keep the runs from scoring because he's got a 6.08 ERA and a 2.10 whip and an 8.8 strikeouts per nine. Connolly Early is 0-0 with a 2.63 ERA, a 1.54 whip, and a 9.9 strikeouts per nine. And then Simeon Woods Richardson is 0-2 with a 4.60 ERA, a 1.28 whip, and a 4.6 strikeouts per nine.
When I look ahead, and you wind up dead if you don't listen to what Steve says. Even then, you might still wind up dead. Caught in a tornado, get smoked by your neighbor shed. When I look ahead, when I look ahead, Billy's gummy bears. Chew 'em with your mouth.
Weather Look Ahead is brought to you by Billy's Gummy
Chew 'em
Bears.
with your mouth.
You chew them with your mouth. The Sox are in Minnesota for a 3-game set against the 9-7 Twinkies. Game 1, Monday, 7:40 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. I have never seen this in the weather before, so I'm just letting you know before I say it. Scattered strong storms. What? No, definitely not that.
Is the plane going to make it?
I know. Last year, obviously,
Again?
that was the issue of trying to get there. But no, it's right around where the beginning of the game is going to be, and then it says it clears out. Anytime you see scattered storms, you never know what that's going to look like. Sometimes they don't happen, but I don't know anything about scattered strong storms.
Yeah, these ones are strong. Those
Yeah,
are
if
usually
you're in the
scattered
area, like, watch out. It's probably going to happen because these things are ripped. These storms are ripped,
Scattered.
dude. This, by the way, last year was when we had that obnoxious ass, ninth inning rain delay that took like an hour and a half, and then Hicks blew it afterwards. So I'm giving you zero promises this week, folks. I'm not going to tell you it's not going to rain.
What the fuck,
I'm not
Steve?
really telling you anything. 65 degrees, 46% chance of rain in that first game. 11-mile-an-hour winds.
Steve.
Game 2, Tuesday.
What the fuck?
What? 7:40 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. Mostly cloudy.
Steve.
63 degrees. What?
Why?
6% chance of rain in
Why?
that game 2. 9
Coley?
mile. What?
Talk to Cole.
I may need a suspension. And
You?
I'm not joking.
What?
Yeah, me.
Why?
Will this be the first?
During the segment, the previous one, we're having fun talking assholes and whatnot, and I just blasted out a tweet, "What an asshole," at Chris Cotillo. This asshole quote tweets it, and he says, "This is in reference to my MVP vote, Greg Weissert." Like he gave it away before, but it's my fault. It's my
That's
fault.
Not your fault.
I think Cotillo should get tossed for
I
that.
think I think that there should be a vote on the Patreon to a yes or no
To
vote
kill him.
to kick him out.
Yes.
But here's my problem with that. I think that's what he wants.
He wants to get kicked out.
I think it's more punishing to keep him with the vote.
You think he wants to get kicked out off the panel?
No.
He's
He
a
also
troll.
not only did he tweet that, he quote tweeted with that, and he did say tune in to find out why. So thanks for the plug. He responded to me as he two tweeted on this, and he said, "This is on you guys for giving me a vote."
That's fair.
He's taunting
Yeah.
us.
We've let a
why I said
menace
he's victim blaming.
into the castle, so to speak.
I I think the universe is telling us, like, you should have never let Catillo get a vote. I mean, like, we've known him forever. Of course he's going to pull some shit like this.
Yeah.
Can we send someone to, like, change his mind?
Like who?
Beat him up.
You know a guy,
Connections
T?
you
You're gonna get a guy or something to
Joey
do something?
Kneecaps?
maybe?
Sometimes people do things, and they need to pay for those things.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably see him at Fenway on Friday. I know T has no interest in being there, but we'll see him on Friday.
I would love to be there, but I work till 7 p.m. Yeah.
Game 3, Wednesday, 1:40 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, 60 degrees, partly cloudy, 4% chance of rain, 7-mile-an-hour winds. So, folks, we're looking at mid-60s all week in Minnesota with a lot of clouds, and watch the hell out for those scattered strong storms in
Are they
Game
gonna play
1.
a game
No
this
promises.
week, Steve?
Yes, yeah. They'll play all of these, but
How
I'm
do
just
you know
saying,
that?
those scattered strong storms, as you know, they can get you. They're strong.
Yeah.
That is your weather look ahead, as always brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears. You chew them with your mouth.
Yikes. That sucked. That sucked to hear all that.
Thank you.
There was nothing you could have done
To change the weather?
You can't call a guy?
Yeah, I'm not even saying it's.
I mean, T sounds like he's got some guy. Like, T, do we got a guy for the weather, T?
I got a
weather
couple
guy?
guys.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. It just seems like.
Just watch out for game 1.
Sounds like we have to watch out for all three of
Hunker
them.
down in certain areas, I would say. I
Yeah.
would
This
say
is,
certain
Jared, see,
areas-
I can't win here because
What are
if
you,
I
about to call
say
me
it's
a
not
slur?
going to rain and it
Your
does.
tone is crazy right now.
I can't win. Because if I tell you it's going to rain and it does, then you're like, what the hell's going to happen? I'm like, it's going to be strong storm. Like,
Steve,
it's going to be bad.
Steve, all right, level with me here, right? You're the fucking weather guy.
Yeah.
You're the fucking weather guy, right? So like if
so let me do the
if
weather.
If someone wasn't like a big Red Sox fan, or like they were like kind of getting into baseball and like the Red Sox, they'd come to me to ask me about the Red Sox, like reassure them, be like, oh yeah, like, are they gonna be okay this year? Like, are they gonna figure this out? And then like I tell them, because I consider myself to be like a Red Sox expert, like I can talk about it. I talk to you about the weather so you can make me feel better about the weather, and you never do.
No, that's not
Asshole.
how it works. That's not how it
I'm
works.
talking to him.
If the
Asshole. I can use that word too, asshole. Okay? Listen, you want to just tell people positive fucking things just to say it to them. You want to blow smoke up their ass. Steve's trying to deliver the real fucking weather here so people can fucking live, so people can fucking survive, so fucking assholes like you don't fucking end up on the pavement dead, okay?
Go! Hell yeah, T. That's what
Suck
I'm
on
talking
that.
about.
But you said that so that people don't end up dead, but Steve is responsible for the death of hundreds.
I'm not
And
responsible
he learned.
for the weather, though.
He learned from it. He lives
That's-
with it. He sees it.
I'm telling you what might happen. And if anything, I'm giving way better warning than the big one. I'm telling you, watch the hell out for Monday, because it could be part 2.
Yeah.
Strong storms, Jared?
and they're scattered. You can't really. You got to keep.
Oh my God! You could think you're good, and then scattered just bang hits you out of nowhere. Strong storm that could kill you. You could wind up dead.
You could wind up dead.
I think to Jared's point, like, why haven't you learned how to control the weather by now?
That's kind of seems like what he's saying. I wish I could. You kind of thought that we would be able to as a
They
world
can.
by now.
They can.
Just
It's
like
not
mess with
God's
the
plan,
clouds
bro.
a little
They
bit,
can.
right?
What's the spot? Is it out in Alaska? They got the big field of satellites.
Magnets.
People ask questions.
Whatever. Prediction time.
Whatever.
How many of us got it? I think a few of us said 2 out of 3 for that one. I said 2 out of 3. Steve said 2 out of 3. Did everyone say 2 out of 3? The McMahon, would you go 1 out of 3?
I think we're catching up
I
to
said
Coley a
1
little
and
bit. Yeah. Coley's got the early lead. The all-time scores are getting close, though.
I'm just happy. I'm happy to be on the books. You know, happy to be in there. I suck at predictions.
Good to see one go through.
Yeah.
Well, you also sacrifice some of yours for the better of the team.
Yeah,
so
I
that
do
that
a lot
deserves
of
some.
like they're gonna get swept.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm just trying to create a good vibe.
Yeah.
Also, T winning because he played like 3 times last year feels incorrect.
Mean.
We've got, I mean, the NBA's got the 65 game rule. You can't just be out here predicting when you feel like it.
It's got to be like a qualified batter. You have to have a certain amount of plate appearances.
Right, exactly.
I'm Ranger Suárez.
Basically.
Essentially, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, sure. You're Pedro Sariaco.
What?
Wow.
Asshole?
Ooh.
I'm going to withdraw from... I'm not going to make comments like that anymore.
Why not, asshole? You got something to say?
No. I've matured.
Why don't you...
last several
last 7 seconds, I've just gotten a lot better. I've really figured a lot of stuff out internally since that last line.
My life on track.
Yeah.
Steven?
A lot of reflecting. Yeah, I'm feeling like we might have a rubber match with Connolly early on the bump in the series finale before the Sox head to a off day and then a 7-game homestand. And I'm hoping that our guy Connolly, Section 10 alum, can have a really good start in that afternoon game on Wednesday so that the Sox have a happy flight and win their 3rd straight series. Need more depth. He's averaged 4 2/3 innings a start this season. That's basically what he's averaged for his career. He's yet to have a start of 6 innings in his career. I know it's a very young career, but that would be beautiful if we could get that or something close to that in that series finale. Roman still doesn't have a home run when he starts the game. Let's change that this week. Who knows what it's going to look like. Who's in there, who's not in there. I would assume he's DH, even though Cora's talked about getting him back in the field and that he should be okay. I think Cora's just kind of protecting the young star by saying that. But yeah, give me Sox winning 2 out of 3 and coming back to Fenway Park with a record of 8-10, which is a lot better than 2-8.
Coley?
This is Sonny Gray's 3rd revenge series. We've played 5 series so far, so shout him out. I'm going with the 1-1 split after the torrential storms tear apart the state of Minnesota for game 1. I think games 2 and 3, clean split.
What about you, asshole? What you got to say?
Thank you, Jared. I think we're going to get our first real winning streak. I think they're going to win the first 2 games of the series. I think they do lose the finale with Connolly early on the mound. But Garrett Crochet, being your ace out there after you already won 2 in a row, that's kind of the dream scenario. Bailey Ober, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. Crochet should outduel him every single time. Then Sonny Gray, I think Sonny Gray at Target Field, he's always pitched really well. Career 2.97 ERA in 196 innings over at Target Field. Had some great days with the Twins. Give me those first 2 wins. I think those are good pitching matchups for you. Last game, yeah, you end up dropping that one probably to some weird shit, but another series win.
I'm just going to say it. I think this is a sweep. I think the Red Sox come home this weekend 9-9. After the way that this season started, looking like it was over.
7-1 over 8. How about that? That'll be 7-1 in an 8-game stretch. How about that?
I mean, it can happen. It's happened before. It can happen again. I think the Red Sox sweep this series on the backs of the pitching and defense once again. Because I mean, it's a pain in the fucking balls ballpark. I don't like hitting there. It's especially when you can't hit, and the Red Sox don't do that well. So I think tough. We're in for a few low scoring affairs, but the Red Sox are going to win every single game. They're going to come back to Fenway Park this weekend, 9-9, and that's when the season truly begins. This weekend at A&B, which I saw. Mikey had texted me, and he was like, "People on the Reddit are confused why they keep saying A&B. What is A&B? It's America's most ballpark."
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't know what else it could be.
Very excited for this weekend to be back at Fenway. Hopefully they're 9-9 when we get there. Can we add the Buenas noches, amigos back to the end of the show?
Of course, yeah.
Who has that file?
That's a great question.
I'm sure we could get it.
I think I know who, but yeah, that's
we could from the 07 broadcast. Just go through the YouTube playlist.
You could rip it from the past 1,000 episodes.
It would take 3 seconds to just record it from the show.
Yeah, because
that's why I like you, Coley.
Yeah,
I be knowing stuff.
Yeah. Bags was telling me the people on the Reddit were asking about it.
It's coming back.
Yeah, got to get that back. Final thoughts, T?
If you have any free time, go watch highlights of either Anthony Ianson or Juan Valera if you just want to feel something above or below the waist. Juan
12 to 6.
Valera.
That would 12 to 6
yeah.
me, yeah. Take 10,
Uh,
12 to 6.
Juan Valera almost hitting 102 essentially is absolutely freakish, and Anthony Ianson is striking out anybody who just steps in his path. The guy looks more than ready for Double-A already. Besides that, in terms of Red Sox news, Cutter Crawford finally made his first start in a professional baseball game since September 28th, 2024. Mixed bag, gave up a couple homers, 3 innings, 5 earned.
That's not
I don't
really a
care
mixed
about
bag.
that.
That's just bad.
Yeah.
There was a
Mixed
couple
bag,
blow up
8
innings.
homers, 0 Ks.
Yeah. There was a stretch where he looked like himself. He was missing bats, 5 Ks to 1 walk.
Some good, some bad. 2 1/3,
Yeah. You
7
saw the
home
flashes.
runs.
Woo Sox lose 20-2.
He topped out at 93-1. All I know on the Cutter Crawford front is I want him part of this bullpen, and the sooner that he can be an option, the better, because I don't want to watch that Kelly pitch
Oh, we
for his
need
baseball
that.
team. Give
We
me Cutter
need-
Crawford.
45 dingers, 91 miles an hour.
Kind of a mixed bag.
Yeah.
Little this, little that.
Try to be a nice guy.
Swing and a drive.
2 1/3,
Mixed bag, couple
9
homers.
hits, 9 hits, 10 runs,
Fuck
6
you guys.
homers.
Bunch of assholes. all y'all.
Bunch of assholes today. We're just being a bunch of
Struck out
assholes.
7 though.
Ah.
Struck out 7.
Next shit start someone has. Mixed bag.
1 1/3, 10 earned.
Ian Kundle says it, and nobody bats an eyelash. Oh my God.
What is going
See.
on?
My house is collapsing. Wrap this shit up.
Coley Mick, final thoughts?
Mixed bag. He says that's so funny. Yeah, shout out Jordan Walker, because I think everyone was just mightily impressed by a guy who was seemingly growing in every game. Every time they cut to him, like he had a different Ben Wallace style headband above his forearms. And it's a good reminder for everyone, whether you're looking at Roman, whether you're looking at Christian Campbell, whether you're looking at Wilyer Brew, that these prospect paths, no matter how highly you're ranked, are rarely, if ever, linear. So to just always calm the fuck down on some people. These prospects, you could argue, are a mixed bag.
You know, remember the dude? Remember the dude that bowled a perfect game on 9/11? It's like,
Yeah.
hey, honey, how's your
He
day
remembers that
today?
day fondly.
Honestly, it was a mixed bag. Like, you know,
Mixed bag.
yeah. Fucking bowled a 300 today, but all things considered, kind of a mixed bag.
No one wants to talk about my day.
Yeah,
Yeah, at the end of the day, like,
kind of a mixed bag for me.
it's not getting the headlines.
Yeah, this one's not making the front page. Fuck.
It's a local story, too. It's Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I know.
Steven, final thoughts?
Yeah, as always, section10merch.com for the best merch on the planet. Sign up for the Patreon. The live game chats are just an absolute blast, and everyone in there. Shout out Skiba, by the way. Skiba has been so helpful with everything going on with the Discord. Just incredible work all around, and everybody else in there that's in there for every single game. I just want to say I'm a big JP Ricciardi guy. I love when Ricciardi's on the pregame. I know he does the Woo Sox, but
CH.
Ricciardi.
is it Ricciardi?
Ricciardi.
Believe so.
Ricciardi.
I thought it was Ricciardi.
think
Am I
it's
making
JP
that
Ricciardi.
up? T, if you were asked, what would you have said?
Ricciardi.
No, it's.
I thought it was Shardy.
I think it's Chardy.
We got
We'll
three
figure
different.
out soon enough. Yeah, I like when it's a Chardy party. When he's on the pregame, I'm pumped up.
Yeah.
He's got like the actual Boston
Local
accent and
guy.
not the ones that people do for skits. Knows ball, and I actually learn something every time he's talking.
Yeah.
So shout out to he is a local guy. I think Worcester. I just did the fucking total thing. Worcester ties. My jeez, half my family would kill me for that. But yeah, Worcester ties. Really good guy. He's been crushing it. But yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, I don't have a final thought. Just excited.
Nice.
Excited for the next phase, the next chapter. We're interviewing new producer candidates. we're trying to get a feel for, what's out there, everyone's level of expertise. But big shout out to 2K and Eamon behind the scenes in the meantime. We're learning as we go. I feel like I don't feel like it's not their job to do this. They're just doing it until we hire the next producer. So we're getting there. They've been working long and hard. It's a lot of hours that they've taken on because they still have to do their own jobs plus the producer job. But yeah, we've got some interviews lined up with potential candidates, and we're just looking for the right fit. So if that's you, reach out. Also, if you know anyone that hangs TVs, I need a guy because the last guy that did it, we don't talk anymore.
I think I need that guy too.
You need a TV guy?
A mount TV guy. Yeah, I might need that guy.
Yeah.
Or girl.
How many are you mounting, Steven?
Oh, much less than Jared. Yeah, that's max 2 for me. Jared's probably minimum
40.
10.
Oh, 10, yeah.
Yeah, Jared's building like a wall of some sort. I feel confident you can get up.
I'm
two
not
TVs.
I'm doing that. I'm putting an addition on the new house, and I'm not going to do that till next year. I've decided. So I've got some time before I build that type shit. Yeah, but I do need a TV hanging person, just for the.
Is there a new shirt in the store, Jared?
Is it dropping tonight?
Well, I'm saying by the time the episode
is it dropping tomorrow?
It's supposed to.
Section10merch.com so that you can pick up your what, Mikey?
WC40 shirt, baby.
Hey, yeah.
The WC40 shirts are about to hit the second tower, the merch store. The Section10merch.com, WC40 t-shirts coming to a merch store near you. Very excited for that drop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see that's what's going to be different about this year is, we've got, the monthly
sprinkles.
merch drops, but we're going to be doing sprinkly doos too.
For folks who don't know, one of the best drops we've ever had was just on Friday. Golf polos, quarter zips. You got hats where it's not upside down, hats where it's upside down. We got the 10 season sticker. So the stickers are absolutely incredible. So everything in there, just buy it,
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. So, all right. Are we gonna fucking nuts this week, Coley?
I was planning on it.
Yeah.
We're
Little
nutting.
Tuesday night nut with the boys. That's gonna be fucking Sonny Gray and Mickey Abel. All right. Sounds good to me.
Down on the farm this week,
On the
too.
farm. Subscribe.
Bonus pod, too.
Patreon.com/Section10 podcast. You'll get a bonus pod, the Clean 40. You will get Down on the Farm. You can vote for Klark's Ketchup Series MVP. You can get nightly game chats on Discord with everyone on the show. A bunch of shit. You get a bunch of shit. Yeah, check it out. Patreon.com/Section10 podcast. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you
guys, you assholes.
We appreciate all you assholes, and we'll see you on the next one. Ba-doot, doot, doot.
Buenas noches, amigos.